The adventures of the 49ers continues. Niners staggering. Fam, how you doing today? Yeah, I know. Because it's rough being us. You know what I'm saying? But the Niners are staggering into week 5 versus the Cardinals game and all the drama being generated out of Santa Clara due to key injuries, as has become the norm. And it's become the norm. This is what we do. We get hurt, we get beat up, we try to come back. It's always about the level of devastation. Last week was full devastation. Last year was full devastation. This year, actually, we've got more players at this point, more starters this week. Last week, how many people were gone by week 5? Most of them, right? A lot of them, anyway. So, it's become the norm. 49ers normally install a game plan of the week on Wednesdays, but on this particular week, what's going on here? Ow, that's too hot. Also, hey, on this particular week, however, Coach Kyle Shanahan appearing to want to stay with Jimmy G for this Sunday's contest over Trey Lance, which complicates that situation immensely. Especially when you consider Trey Lance needs a lot of things. Trey needed to start Sunday evening on this week's game plan, right? And now he's going to wait until – I think Trey's been taking snaps all week, though, because Jimmy hasn't. So maybe to some degree he is getting up to speed. Also, Trent Williams is key to the success of both the run game and the passing game. The 49ers coaching staff has their work cut out for him for this week 5. Man. Also, about Stephon Gilmore, you probably already know about that, but Matt Maiocco tweeted early this morning, Kyle Shanahan said the 49ers looked into it, all of it, on the subject of possible trade with Patriots for Stephon Gilmore. New England traded him to the Carolina Panthers, as you know now. When news broke already this morning that the Patriots planned to Stephon Gilmore, they were going to release him, right? Just Stephon, get out. Just get out. Just get out. And that was, everybody got excited. But along with a number of other contenders, the 49ers were like a logical place for him to go because we have issues in our secondary, right? I don't know that it's above the level of everybody, but a lot of people we do. And I don't know the way Emmanuel Moseley played last week. What if, Emmanuel Moseley's not going to be a dark hole on this team. Josh Norman, if he's going to be the other side, that's a formidable duo if Norman can come at least 80% of what he once was, right? The big-time cornerback, though, never hit the market as the Patriots ended up trading Stephon to the Panthers, making good defense possibly even better over in Carolina. Panthers cost for Gilmore just a 2023 sixth-round pick, see? So I'm starting to wonder, and as I posted earlier, I get the feeling Belichick, if Belichick doesn't want him, Belichick is not in the habit of giving up good defensive players. That's what he does. He stops you from doing what you want to do. So no matter what his offense is doing, he intends on winning, and that has been a winning formula in New England for how many years? Belichick is famous for taking away your best weapon. So he needs stars at every position in that defense. During his media availability today, Coach Shanahan discussed the 49ers' thoughts on trying to acquire Gilmore. And Coach said, quote, "We looked into all of it. We obviously didn't go through with it." Guy, you're becoming a man of few words, aren't you? Well, we get it. Unquote. Gilmore reportedly wants a lucrative new contract, and the Niners would have had to consider the long-term financial ramifications of such a deal had Gilmore hit the market, particularly when you consider Gilmore is also coming off a quadricep surgery, which could have made the 49ers hesitant to even consider a deal to begin with, and yada, yada, yada. You know what's really funny? Meanwhile, I'm on Twitter, right? As soon as this news hits the wire, here comes the Big Show. Big Show was tweeting frantically the whole time as how he did not approve of bringing Mrs. Gilmore's baby boy Stephon to the 49er roster. Big Show. You know what, though? You might be right. I don't know why Belichick, of all people, would be getting rid of one of the best, what was once considered one of the best corners in the league. There must be something wrong. See, so we'll see, I tell you. Let's get right into this so I get right to the phones. Today's practice report looked very much like what Coach Shanahan previewed beforehand. There was no Jimmy G as he continues to recover from a calf injury. We find out now that calf injury was sustained after all people, Kerry Hyder came down on his calf. I didn't see that. So Jimmy explained that as he was trying to lunge out of the way, and that's when Hyder fell on top of the leg, resembling much of what happened last year. But this year it's just a contusion rather than a high ankle sprain as it was last year on a very similar play. So these injuries of Jimmy's are scripted. He's going to get them, and he's going to get them in the same way that he always does, except for the one exception that year when he ran and dropped his shoulder into a defender and tore his kneecap or ACL. Garoppolo said about before practice about Sunday's game, quote, I mean, it could go up to game time as far as, because there was no Jimmy Garoppolo as he continued to recover from a calf, as I mentioned, but there was wonder, is Jimmy going to play Sunday? Because Kyle's alluding to it as if, I think Kyle's just sort of throwing up smoke screens, though. Jimmy went on to say, we've done it before up to game time, and it's really just about getting the mental reps while I can go out there today, see where I'm at tomorrow, and everything, unquote. I don't want mental reps. I want physical reps. I want you to be able to move around and get comfortable with the game plan, Jimmy. So, no, let's not do this. There was no Trent Williams, who, like Garoppolo, was injured this past weekend against the Hawks. Niners continue to be cautious with George Kittle due to calf issues that has plagued him in recent weeks. He did not practice today. Josh Norman, he did make progress. He wasn't able to practice last week, was inactive on this past Sunday, as you know, to everybody's chagrin. And however, Norman was limited today. The next 2 days should be very telling when it comes to his potential availability coming up this weekend. You got to hope so, because none of the card stars are aching and will be available Sunday, right? I mean, I'm looking at their list. Today's practice report did not participate as far as the 49ers, other than the players I've already mentioned, include Samson Ebukam. Fam, what's going on with Bravo's squad? You know what I mean by Bravo's squad? Bravo's squad's like the second string. They come in and keep the pressure on. Bravo, man. What's up with Ebukam is not doing... I forgot he was on the team the most of the time. You know, he's supposed to come in and provide at least literally the same pressure. Alex Mack is off today, not injury related, resting. Good. K'Wan Williams, that calf. There's K'Wan. There's one of the guys. He's one of our regulars that go down every year at the same time or around that. I tell you though. Shout out to Javon Kinlaw. Fam, you know what? Kinlaw looked like the real deal this past Sunday. We didn't give him enough credit. He was all over that offensive line. Now, I know you're going to say, well, it's the Hawks offensive line. Yeah, but I want to see some meanness. I want to see some aggression. I want to see some assertion. I saw that from Kinlaw, and that's why I think Nick had a better day, although they doubled until it was all over Nick, too, though. So, you know, let's go, Javon. Keep it up. Elijah Mitchell's shoulder. It sounds like Elijah may be making his triumphant return this Sunday, though. Good. You've got to have that kind of guy in Shanahan's offense. You just do. The stretch does not work with average speed people. It's the same thing I say with Kyle's offensive passing game. I mean, the passing game. You've got to have a guy that can get a step on the defense. So Elijah Mitchell's return means so much to this team. Meanwhile, the Cardinals today had a bunch of guys missing practice, but not due to injury. With the exception of but a couple of players missing and no registered big stars amongst that group, there are people out taking days off, sitting back under the coconut trees, sipping mint juleps. I know we're not in the South, but still, man, how come? Everybody got their players just resting and kicking back and taking it easy. We're playing the 49ers this week. It's okay. We're bad. Ain't nobody can stay with us right now. We just ran the Rams out of their own house. What the 49ers going to do coming to our house? Here's the thing, fam. If Jimmy's not 100%, just no, Jimmy, no. I don't want you out there limping about. As we've seen in the past, he's mostly likely going to get hurt further. So let's just not even do that. Put Trey in and just work towards his strengths, Kyle, please. Now here's the thing. Trey's short to midfield game, it doesn't really exist yet. It needs a lot of work. So what I'm thinking is, instead of trying to get him to go in there and run that kind of situation, and I was listening to Lombardi. He's absolutely right. He suggested this. So I'm not going to take any credit for what I'm going to say next, but he's absolutely right. What you do is, now Trey's got that arm, right? Let's go ahead and do the RPOs, but they're sort of a disguise as to what he's going to do. Okay, now while he's running around, Ayuk, I want to see Travis Benjamin in the game this week. Do we still have him? I want the guys who can jet down the field, all right? Just get them downfield and let him go ahead and do what he does best. Just throw that ball long, all right? Sherfield, of course. Kittle to some degree. Just let's get that defensive line, because they're going to put a spy on Trent. If you think he's going to be able to just sprint up and down the field Sunday, they know he can run. They're ready for it. They're going to corral him, and they're going to freak him out. They're going to use disguise coverages. He's a rookie. They're going to show him things he's never seen before. If he does decide to throw it into the midfield area, they're going to pick it off. So it's really scary. He's got to see these things. I do want him to see these things, though. I don't want to lose this game, but I do want him to see these things so he can get used to the NFL speed, the NFL defenses. I don't want Chandler Jones all over him. J.J. Watt, they're going to abuse him. They got Isaiah, what's his name, is going to Simpson or something like that. I think that's Isaiah Simpson. Yeah, these guys are going to be scary for him. So I'm thinking maybe do that. We've got Elijah Mitchell. Maybe he can help us out a lot. We're going to have to run a lot. But I want that bomb. That's what I want from Trey this week. Trey this weekend. Because if Trent Williams is missing, we got our problem compounds. So, fam, that's my suggestion. Bomb. Just bomb the hell out of the Cardinals, because they're expected the typical West Coast offense per Kyle Shanahan, right? Don't do that. You're going to play right into their hands. And if Trey gets freaked out by the speed, he's going to get sacked a lot, much like we probably saw in preseason. We can't have that. Because before you know it, he'll have Trey sitting down, and then we'll have Sudfeld in the game, and then for sure it's done. So, bomb them. Bomb the hell out of them. Every time they look up, they're running downfield. But our guys have got to get a step on the defense, or else they're going to pick that off. I can't imagine what Kyle's thinking of what he's doing. But that's probably why Kyle is hoping like hell he can get Jimmy to play this weekend. But I'm hoping like hell he doesn't. Jimmy's got a hurt leg. No. Just no. So, man. Guerrero says, damn, Cardinals are going to bury us. The Cards signed Josh Morgan from Dallas Cowboys. What? God, I didn't even know about that. We got Guerrero again here. Guerrero also says, we did that one. Next one, yeah. All right. Sorry, Ronbo, I messed up on the name from Dallas. The Cards just, Dallas, up on the name from Dallas to the Cards, who they just signed. Guerrero, I think you're, okay. I don't even know about this one. Okay, give me the next one. Somebody enlighten me on that, fam. Who is it the Cards just signed? The Big Show, who was all over the deal this earlier today. Gilmore would have had to start his tenure with the 49ers on the PUP list. He also would have cost us $15,000 million a year. He also wanted to be close to home. Is Gilmore from the Bay Area? Okay. Guys, thanks for those contributions. Yeah, William Robertson, hopefully we can get the corner, Kaim Elam, in next year. I was reading about those guys, too. That name, there's a couple other guys, too, I was checking out in next year's draft. But we have to find a way to get a first for him. James Anderson, what's up, James? Richmond, Virginia, checking in. Let's go, Trey. I hope so. Matty S is out in Bend, Oregon, giving a big shout out to Manny. Oh, God. He says I'd ride with JG. Let me, yeah. Eric, what's up? Eric, come on in, man. What do you think about my plan, man? You know, I do not want Jimmy on the field this Sunday. If he's hurting, forget about it. He's not going to be effective. Trey out there, if they think Trey's going to try to run Kyle's offense, forget it. Just stretch. I mean, just run and let Trey bomb. And then and run every now and then. But I don't want him to get hurt, so I don't want him running too much. Eric, you got a game plan for Trey.
I think with Trey, obviously you got to let him use his strength, but I also think that since he's a rookie, you need to set up a rhythm for him. Either you want to set up the pass to set up the run, or you set up the run to set up the pass. You do either one. Again, it's going to have to be a huge upset for us to win this game. I just think offensively, Arizona is just, my goodness, they're tearing it up, and they're tearing it up right now. And I don't want to sound like unfaithful to the team, but hopefully Trey can pull off an upset.
Even at full strength, we were going to have to seriously get down dirty to beat them. Kyler Murray has went to the next level. Eric, my God, he's frightening. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, the 2019 team, it was pretty tough to beat the Arizona back then. So
thank you.
I can only imagine what it is like now. So I think defensively, if you're going to be Arizona, it's going to have to be on the D-line. You're going to have to be able to put pressure on Kyler Murray, but also contain him at the same time, which is going to be really, really tough, considering he's playing like an MVP right now. But if Bosa and D Ford, I'm pretty sure D's playing. Hopefully, D Ford is going to be on the field a lot. Hopefully, him with his speed out there along the edge. Hopefully, it's going to give us a big hand. And hopefully you keep him up in the pocket. Since he's a shorter quarterback, hopefully Eric Armstead and Javon Kinlaw, those bigger guys, are going to be able to, I would say, hover over him, keep him from going deep. But I don't even know what else to say along the defense. Hopefully offensively, Lance is able to, at least I would say, build the rhythm that obviously we're going to need. Allow him to. He's going to have to score a lot of points. I would say that. He's going to have to score a lot of points.
40. Because
I don't think defensively, you're going to have to be closing in on 30s, mid-30s, around there. Debo and Kittle are going to have big games. Obviously, I don't know how Isaiah Simmons is doing this year. I haven't heard much of him.
Listen, they've moved him from linebacker. He's got free reign. He's going to be coming off the edge every now and then, like that dude over with the Chargers. He's going to be using that elite speed. He's grown now to the point where they can actually do other things with him. That's going to be frightening. See, this is what I'm saying. If Trey's going to be running, they've got track stars out there to keep up with him.
Yeah. But like I said, it's gonna have to be. I would say it's gonna have to be one of the games of the year if San Francisco's gonna pull this off. If not the game of the year, the Niners are gonna have.
No, you're right.
That's what's gonna be like if the Niners pull this off.
And you know what? If they do pull it off, Trey remains the starting quarterback because that means if he can beat the Cardinals, he can beat anybody. You know?
Yeah. If he beats Arizona, either I don't know what the hell they're gonna do with Jimmy, but he needs to remain the starter the rest of the year. And honestly, if he does beat them, I'm actually expecting him to win Offensive Rookie of the Year by the end of the year if he beats
Just
Arizona.
beating an unbeaten team, especially if he's the main reason why the 49ers won. If we're running all over the Cardinals, then you maybe re-examine that thought. If he makes a couple of deep bombs downfield, then it's in Trey's court. There's going to be a lot of variables in making that decision because Kyle's clearly not comfortable with him. And especially when you got 3 days, not 3 days of preparation to play against the number one offense. And, oh, my God. This is just,
Wait, when do we play?
We play Sunday.
Oh,
But I'm saying the preparation started today, Wednesday, right? Today is. Yeah, I'm so lost in the week. Okay, preparation started today. I suspect Trey's been taking snaps since Tuesday, but I don't know what they were working on. And Kyle's very cloak and dagger, so maybe they've been working on the plan the whole time. Kyle knows Jimmy's not starting. Yeah, I'm right. Kyle knows Jimmy's not starting. He's faking it with the media so that in Cardinalville, they have no idea what's coming.
Hopefully. That's the smart thing to do is to make Arizona think that there is a chance that Jimmy plays. But also, I don't think the book is necessarily all out on Jimmy, but if Jimmy plays while he's injured, there's not much you need to do when you're gonna, if Jimmy's playing. You just crowd the box, rush the passer. That's pretty much it. So hopefully
that's something I people say that all the time. Kyle Shanahan doesn't exactly run the same game plan every week. I think that's a little exaggerated because you can crowd the box. The Hawks, I think, attempted to do that on that first drive the other day. And Jimmy went right through him like a hot knife through butter. It depends on all the working parts. Can they get open? Can they get free? Let Jimmy use his strength, which is a quick release. It's going to depend on a lot of things. You crowd the box, and Kyle Shanahan by now has already got that figured out as well. So, but we'll see what happens with Trey.
Yeah, and I wanted to speak on the Gilmore thing. I hope. It really sucks that we didn't pull off Gilmore. Yeah, especially with how what the Panthers got for him. Yeah. But again, 2023 pick. I think the Niners needed him, but
of course they did.
It's basically over.
Eric, I'll see you game time or day before game time. We got more thoughts and see what's going to happen. We'll find out what Jimmy's going to do. All right, fam. Have a great night.
All right, later.
Hey, Marion.
What up?
Marion.
What's going on, man?
We're looking at. I'm pretty sure Kyle's blowing smoke about Jimmy playing. So I'm pretty sure that Trey is starting this weekend. We're trying to figure out how they're going to go about giving Trey a legitimate chance to deal with that team. Ooh, God. So what are you thinking? As far as game plan, I've already said, bomb them, Trey. Just come out bombing them bees. Just don't let them stand there. We're gonna run the ball.
No, I am not you. What you're not gonna do is have me on the Trey Lance bandwagon because I see something. What I've noticed, and I'm just being honest about it. Trey Lance have yet to move the ball consistently. Okay, and we got Arizona hot. It's bad enough we got to run around and try to catch Kyler Murray. You know what I'm saying? In order for us to even think about winning this game, we're going to have sustained drives. That's number one. Because if we started
finally a real one.
If we started going 3 and out, defense going to be tired, and next thing you know, it's going to be a blowout before you know it. So I'm getting a lot of 49er fans, because I say I'm unimpressed with Trey Lance, but they keep throwing the 42 touchdowns he threw in college. Yeah, he played for an FCS school, bro. That's not no real competition like it is in the SEC and the Oklahoma and so on and so on, the Big Ten. Until he showed me, I'm not falling for it. So we need Jimmy. At least Jimmy can move the ball. Yeah, it might not be fireworks and stuff, but he does move the ball, correct? Yeah. Let's be honest. And even though he threw a deep ball to the Debo, the ball was on the throne. Had a defender would have been that would have been picked off. So
it's funny you mention that because everybody picks on Jimmy because he never catches a runner on stride. See, that's neither here nor there.
Man,
sometimes it's a great throw, sometimes it's not. All quarterbacks do that. But go ahead.
Look, out of all the quarterbacks that came out in the draft, we literally moved up and gave away 3 picks. Okay, to go to number 3. You're going to see and tell me what it was out of Trey Lance that you saw, what that Kyle saw, because he don't really see anything these days. I want to know what he saw to make that pick out of Trey Lance that was better than Justin Fields and Matt Jones and the other quarterback that was in the draft. Because I see, I really don't see it. Now I hope things go right, but right now I don't see it. He can't really defend.
It's too early to call. He's a work in progress. And here's something else, though, Marion. I love revisiting this. Remember they were saying that the 49ers front office people were trying to argue Kyle out of picking up Mac Jones? At first I thought, oh, no, they wouldn't. And I said, well, maybe now after seeing Jones over in New England, maybe that's Kirk Cousins 2.0. I think he's going.
You ain't gonna say that because
you know why I say
Cousins
that?
are blowing games since Michigan
No.
State. I'm not. No, you're not. You don't say that.
But Marion, in Kirk's rookie year, I don't even know if he looked good as Mac Jones looks right now. I suspected Mac Jones. He is a rookie. I suspect with the next 2 years, we're going to hear a lot about Mac Jones versus everybody else. Trevor Lawrence, Zach. I think he's going to be firmly in the mix of the people to watch.
Well,
and I hope Trey is too.
Well, we'll see, but we have to be prepared. And we're not prepared, we're not going to win. But that's bottom line. That's period. Because right now the league is far ahead of us right now. You know what I mean? So, well, I don't know, man. We'll see. I'm not excited. I'm not going to sit and say that we're going to upset Arizona. When I call back Friday and give you my score, I'll probably be like, yeah, we may lose by these points. Because Arizona is hot. They're hot.
Oh. I know. It wouldn't matter if we was full strength. We was going to have to really play an double A game. I said, oh, my God, the Cardinals, everything they do is just working.
They are hot. Look, the last time we saw Arizona like this is the Super Bowl year in 2008. You know what I'm saying? Kyler Murray is playing his brains out. And I don't even like the dude. So I got to give credit where credit is due, man. He is playing his ass off. You know what I mean? So we're going to have to come out there. We're going to have to play. And if we can't move the ball, we ain't going nowhere.
And you know what? You make an excellent point, too. If that defense is made to stay out there trying to stop Kyler Murray all afternoon, all of it's going to be in tears. I'm going to bring an extra box of tissues because this is going to be scary if that case. We got to run the ball. I withdraw what I just said. We got to be able to run the ball and move the ball. If it takes over half the game's clock, best do that. Oh, what was I thinking? Lombardi, I love you, man, but that's crazy. No, we're not doing that. I take it back. Run the ball.
But that cut on the play calling too. And Kyle better be on his A game with play calling.
We might have Elijah Mitchell back.
We'll see.
If Elijah comes back, I feel better because Elijah and Sermon could be a good 1-2 combo. Trey can run. They won't know what's going to happen. You know, Trey can zip up, but he's got to find the right seams. If there's if there's a player open, just take it easy, Trey. Just hit him. But otherwise, because otherwise you're not keeping that defense honest, right? Oh, there's so many things to be concerned with.
Right. And you're right. If we can't run the ball and you just have Trey Lance back there throwing the ball the whole game, that's a recipe for disaster. You know what I mean? So you're right.
I was talking like a fool.
We get Elijah back, run the ball.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Man, we will.
I just keep it real.
We'll find out what's happening between now and Friday anyway. I think Kyle's bluffing. I think Jimmy's been counted out already. Because Jimmy screwed up on his press conference.
That's another thing.
I'll be 2 weeks or so. And Kyle didn't tell him. Hey, what are you doing? Go ahead, real quick.
One more quick thing, though. Kyle need to stop being childish and grow up. You know what I mean? All this trying to play tit for tat and all that. Man, just say, is Jimmy going to play? He going to play. It's bad enough. This Kyle still season, and he got to lose a record. Let's not forget that. Yeah. Just saying. But have a good night.
You too, fam. Marion is out. All right, Marion, have a great night, fam.
All right.
Oh, some of us have. This is the first time I'm accepting the truth. We used to be up against insurmountable odds in games in years going by. We're still going to win this game. Listen, I'm not talking miracles. I'm talking possibility. I go on and on like an idiot. I know, Ronbo, you haven't changed. You're still going on like an idiot. I wanted to say it before you got a chance to say it. Hey, Mike Bowers says, 2-2, y'all tripping talking about firing the head coach. It's still the first quarter of the season. We got this, faithful. Bigs interrupt Ronbo. Mike taking a contribution. Mike, I refuse to give up. I will be like the soldiers on Bunker Hill. I will raise the 49er flag. I will not be denied. I will go down swinging. Gwen Rowe He says, if we can blitz.
Man, it's almost 5 o'clock in the morning. Get me in before Guerrero, man.
Well,
Jack,
I just want to read
it's 5
this.
o'clock in the morning.
Wait, Jack, I just already said, if we can blitz on the cards and make quarterback uncomfortable, we'll win. Go Niners. 5 o'clock, Jack, would you get in here, please? I'm sorry. I didn't know. I thought Jack was already on the line.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm back. Listen, I just want to say one thing to my boy Trez, longtime colleague. Can you hear me, Ronbo?
Jack, go ahead.
Hello?
All right, go ahead. We're going to finish. Tony, hold on, Tony. All right, let's just finish this because we got a bump here going. Go ahead, Jack.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Go ahead.
This is about to be the realest call anything that's ever happened in the 7 years of Ronbo sports history. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Here it comes.
I got nothing to say. I'm kidding. Let's check this out.
Yes.
To my player partner Trez before TNT was ever formed. And can you tell me one thing before we start? Who was the last caller before me?
That was.
What was his name?
Marion.
Marion's gonna join my international gang. I like his style. That boy's with it. But all I'm saying is all you guys gotta pump the goddamn brakes. Any coach that you get, and this includes to my main man Trez, and I don't give a damn. We're gonna go head to head on TNT, on HBO. This is gonna be the greatest thing. Like the Charlo brothers said. The Charlo brothers said, we ain't gonna fight each other. We're brothers. But if you got the money, we're gonna do the goddamn thing. So me and Trez, if you guys want it, guys, we're gonna have the greatest debate show, the craziest motherfucking thing that ever happened to this radio show since 2017. What I made when I brought drama to this goddamn show. But what I'm saying is, listen, check this out. Kyle Shanahan never thought that all these injuries would happen to his team. Now, if it's the other guy's fault, then that's the GM's fault. That's motherfucking John Lynch's fault for bringing that shit to our. And I told you guys 2 years ago.
Jack. Easy, Jack.
What's up?
The language.
What's up?
I just want you to easy on the language. All right, go ahead. Finish. Because the concept I like.
So, oh my God. See, you guys got the goddamn nerve to blame a goddamn great coach who's been coached by the greatest coach, who won a couple Super Bowls. Okay, his son didn't do the goddamn. Why? Because these guys keep getting goddamn injured. And now you're blaming it on the goddamn coach? Now, did you think, Ronbo, tell me about the first quarter and the first and a half. Did the defense not shut those motherfuckers down?
Jack, I saw that. I agree. They did a great job. They were outstanding.
You saw that and
quarter.
you agree, and you're gonna say we gotta cut it off and all this stuff because Jack is feeling that type of way. But listen, we're
running out of time.
What if we're running out of time all the goddamn time? But the problem is that I'll keep donating all the goddamn time.
Jack, but you know what?
But listen, I'm gonna wrap it up like
solid
this.
Points. And I do, yes.
No.
Go.
I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna wrap it up like this. Please. I'm gonna wrap it up like this and say, listen, hey, don't blame the goddamn coach for these motherfuckers getting injured. These soft ass motherfuckers getting injured.
Jack, okay.
God damn, this guy got a game plan.
Okay.
You guys got the goddamn nerve.
All right.
And
Jack, I'm gonna go. Calm it down, and I'll see you end of the week. All right. And Mr. Black Eye says, give Trey a chance. He didn't play full game yet. And what do you think about Gilmore trade for a 6th-rounder? It's about my running backs and my D-line X factors. Yeah, Trey's definitely going to get a chance. We hope we're all pulling for him. But what we've seen so far, it's hard to imagine him making a dramatic leap in just 4 or 5 days. I wish he would. I hope he does. And about that running back thing, there are other factors involved in making that decision. I think Kyle probably did the right thing. He wants lots of money. He's going to be, as Big Show mentioned, he's going to come in a pup list. Those things don't make a lot of sense for right now. We're still struggling. You know what? We're still striving to get to the big show. Tony, would you get in here and bring some of that wonderful Hawaiian loveliness to this program, especially after Jack? I mean, if the Pope
gotta
was
cleanse
listening,
the air. Gotta burn your
apologize
sage,
to the Pope. Yeah, I know. Gosh, Jack.
People are crazy. The internet is a very, very crazy place. Well,
Yes.
Ronbo, aloha.
Aloha.
Are you doing okay?
No, I don't know if I was any better if Big gets the law. I feel fine. How about you?
I'm doing all right. So, yeah, I am excited for this weekend's game. I know it's going to be a very difficult task in order to be able to beat the Cardinals, who are playing pretty much as the best team in the NFL. But I was just thinking about a couple of things. First of all, I went back and I've seen a couple of the Cardinals games, particularly the Vikings game, and then I watched the Rams game. But I looked at their list of opponents, and so they beat Ryan Tannehill, Kirk Cousins, Trevor Lawrence, and Matt Stafford. Now, all four of those quarterbacks are a lot closer to Brad Johnson than, say, Randall Cunningham, if you know what I mean. So starting Trey Lance is actually giving their defense something that they haven't had to play a real game against, on top of the fact that they don't know what kind of formations that Kyle Shanahan is going to trot out. And I think in order to win this weekend, and it will be difficult, and much respect to Kyler Murray and to that Cardinals defense, the game plan has got to be run the ball, run the ball, run the ball. And that means run the ball with Trey Sermon, run the ball with Elijah Mitchell, and run the ball with Trey Lance. We need a three-headed running monster running different ways to keep that defense off balance. Now, on passing downs, I'm thinking we need to do some designed rollouts. If we run the ball effectively, some bootleg passes, we should move the pocket to keep Chandler Jones and J.J. Watt at bay. And look for Trey Lance to uncork that arm with challenging deep while on the move. And also, I do think quick 10-yard passes to the, I guess, intermediate flat area would be something I would very, very much like to see. But use trickery and motions to keep that defense off balance. And also, hopefully, Kyle can reach into that play-calling bag that we know is huge, that we just really haven't seen this season, except for that really awful throwback pass last week to again, keep the Cardinals guessing. And on defense, we have to dictate to Kyler Murray where he's going to run. Now, we're going to have to live with the fact that he has that cannon arm and that he is a very fast player, but we have to just get after him and force him to run where we want him to run. He's going to get a few off on us, but as long as we are dictating using our defensive line where he is going to go and not letting him sort of willy-nilly run around back there and buy time for himself or DeAndre Hopkins to get open, I think, again, like I said, we have a puncher's chance. And at the end of the day, the Cardinals have scored over 30 points in every single one of their games this season. So I am a betting man. At some point, I think they're going to come back down to earth. Yeah. So if any, I think the Niners are a disgraced team after what's happened the last 2 weeks.
Last 2 weeks,
we have everything we have to play for right now. And overall, I think we can win. It's going to be difficult. And giddy up Emmanuel Mosley is my very last thought, because he's going to have his hands full with DeAndre Hopkins. What do you think about all that, Ronbo?
I loved it. I love it. My mind didn't even move in that direction, Tony. I love the idea. Because the thing is, if you got to worry about Trey, but it's predicated on the fact if Sherman and Mitchell can move the ball, because we cannot go 3 and out. I worry about Trey with those short passes, but maybe they'll work on that very hard this week, and maybe they'll get those down. But otherwise, I like your game plan a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, Coach Timo, give me your feel on that too. That was good, Tony. I like that.
Well, so one thing I want to point out in terms of the running game, so Sermon is more of like a power runner, although that's not saying he's slow, but he's more of a power runner. Mitchell is the speed back, and the beauty about having Trey Lance is if we use him similarly to the way that Greg Roman used Kaepernick, he can be both a power back or a speed back depending upon the circumstance. And so just keeping that defense off balance, using the running game in different ways, which will open up passes. Especially those deep bombs. Like, wouldn't it be great if Brandon Ayuk caught an 80-yard, roll left, throw right pass this week?
His confidence would soar. We'd be back on the money. Oh, there's so many good things to become from that. Oh.
Yep. No.
So
we can do it. We can do it.
I do. Are you, Tony? You restored my belief. Marion had me into my thoughts deeply where I've already been already. It's a dark place with no lamps, no candles. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking, what you just said, you brought light to my room, Tony.
Much respect to the Cardinals. Much respect to that team, but we can do it, Ronbo. So that's all I got to say.
Tony, it was a wonderful thing too. I tell you what, Tony, I'll be back with you Friday, and I imagine you're not going to give us a negative. No, you got to have a negative score this week. It didn't work last week, but it might work this week.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, Ronbo. All right, aloha.
All right. Aloha, Tony. See you Friday. Oh man, my Kona. Hey, D-Flow. Excuse me. Believe in Trey faithful. Kid is going to get better and better with time. Can't wait for Sunday to get here. Let's go Niners. That's Gotti JL Legend. we want to believe. We do. It's just the Cardinals are just they look like the NFL juggernaut right now. I knew when he was stacking all them bodies. I said, man, look at what they're doing over there, fam. Josh Chapman, simple, run the ball and slow down, hammerhead. He does have it's a new name for him, D-Flow.
What up, Ronbo? It's going to be a good test this week.
Oh, more than a good test, boy. That's just that's a real challenge like we ain't seen in a long time. But D-Flow, what are your thoughts, man? I mean, what you got for an offensive run? Now, Tony ran down something that I really like. What are you thinking?
What I'm thinking is what should happen, Trey should start because we need Jimmy at 100% healthy.
Damn right.
Because, and plus, not only that, is Niners had a shot. They had a perfect first drive. Defense was giving them 3 and outs, and they couldn't move the ball after that. They couldn't do nothing after that. And the minute, the second quarter comes in, Trey Lance comes in, someone who's rusty, who's not used to playing, he wasn't game plan. He was being Russell Wilson during practice for the scouts. And he comes in, all right, now you're going to play. He got better as the game went on. As Jimmy Garoppolo, we all know when Jimmy messes up, it's hard for him where he just gets better and better. Usually when he messes up, it's like, all right, hopefully it's not no more bad Jimmy. And we need Jimmy at 100%. And as for Kyle Shanahan, hopefully he's a good head coach or a good offensive coordinator. Like everybody says, good offensive coordinators makes their stars stand out. They make any average player good and any good player great. So far, we lost that with Kyle Shanahan. He's not doing that no more. And I remember a couple of callers says the injuries. We got to understand Kyle Shanahan picks these injuries. We thought the Trent Baalke regime was going to be done. We're still drafting injured players. We're still drafting projects. We're still getting discounts for corners. Everybody knew how D Ford was. Like we're getting injuries. Hopefully they can become good. So I don't know why no one sees the Trent Baalke regime under the Shanahan regime. So like that's what's kind of mind-boggling. Is like why do people say he's a great offensive coordinator? Yes, he is, but is he a good head coach? Because he has to make sure he develops players. So far, he has never developed a quarterback. We talked about it on Monday. He's never developed a quarterback. Supposedly, he handpicked Trey Lance. Supposedly, that's the rumor, but which I hardly doubt. If he can make Jimmy Garoppolo look good with the little Jimmy plays, with the little gimme, when he can make Nick Mullins look good on his opening day against the Raiders, set up plays for him. He can make C.J. Beathard look good. Why can't he make the hand-picked person that he got, where when he came in, everything went up. The yards per play went up. The rush per yards went up. Everything went up. Like Trey Sermon looked like that's the reason why we got Trey Sermon once Trey Lance came in. Because why? Because he's also a runner. Trey Lance can also run. So I don't get why he's not being like he should set up plays for Trey Lance. And he has a big time opportunity. This is how good we're going to see if Kyle Shanahan's good, because we're going to have a team that puts up 35 points per game. We only average 26. We have Deebo Samuels, the leading wide receiver. We have supposedly the best tight end in NFL. We have the best fullback in the NFL. We have a decent, good receiver that we had last year, but I don't know, for some reason, he's not nowhere to be found. But we have Brandon Ayuk. We have role players in offense. Trent Sherfield, Mohamed Sanu. We have role players. We even have a 6'5" receiver / tight end. He's a receiving tight end, and Ross Dwelly. And if he can't do those weapons and put up points and supposedly he has the best run game philosophy, that everybody said that if you put in any running back plugged in behind that line, anybody can rush for 100 yards. So this is his opportunity to say, hey, look, everybody was making fun of the Arizona's coach because he's a college coach. But look what he's doing. He's getting players. He's getting good players.
Give him that, boy.
And not only that, it's like, where's Kyle Shanahan? Is it the Eagle? Because we have to listen. All the quarterbacks have to listen to what Kyle says. Like, he shouldn't have an Eagle because look at his record. He has a horrible record. He can't win at home.
D-Flo, that's going to have to be a subject for another day, though. Ben Blake, you know what? You make some good points. Really do. It's easier to say than get it done sometimes, but hopefully, for once, we can, all the things we imagine, hopefully they happen. But we'll see you Friday.
But doesn't everybody say, oh, Kyle Shanahan this, Kyle Shanahan that? And where's his development at?
Yeah.
Where is his point?
It takes a while.
Where is his, oh, man, this is.
It takes a while.
5 years
we just have to be careful. Yeah, we've had rotations of people, though. It's not quite. Anyway, D-Flo, let me see you Friday, man. And because we really go. It's getting late. And bring that score with you. I'll be looking for you. All right.
All right, Ronbo. Have a good rest of the week.
You too, fam. All right. And we go. T. Breezy, otherwise known as Trez. He says, let's go, chat. Banana, Shanna. We need a new coach. T. Breezy's going to stay on that page, you can tell, for until we start doing something different. Hey, Darius, thanks, T.
What's good, Ronbo?
Nothing right now, man. You know, it's funny, Darius. This game to me is so frightening. I've actually went numb. Tony and Coach said he just listed the same things a little while ago. He's got they're thinking the same way. This is going to be a game of keep away, Darius. Darius, do you see any other way to keep that incredibly prolific offense off the field? D-Hop, A.J. Green, Shark, and a host of just fun guys that you do not want to be bothered with next to the mini-mite that moves at 100 miles an hour, can stop on a dime and give you 9 cents change and leave you standing there groping for air. It is ridiculous what the Cardinals are capable of. But Darius, it may be possible. What do you think?
Yeah, it's going to be real tough. Chase Edmonds, the running back, is also a great receiver at the backfield. So that's something to keep an eye on as well. I saw a stat that said we're 32 in takeaways, and we're near the bottom of the league in giveaways. We're not forcing the ball.
Mm-hmm.
What am I saying? Hold on, what am I saying? You are turning the ball over, and you're not getting the ball back.
We're not getting turnovers. We're not takeaways or zero. We got a couple maybe this year, right?
We have one against Detroit. That's it. It was just the Dre Greenlaw pick six. That's all.
Yeah, we got no fumbles. Have we got any fumbles this year?
None of that. Just one pick six.
God.
So we haven't been able to
That's how
take
you win
the ball away
games.
from the other team.
But we provided other teams with takeaways.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Yeah, last year, what was it? I think the second to last game of the season.
Good night,
Came on
Coach.
here and I said,
Coach is tired of the chat.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I came on here. So people might call me crazy or whatever. I don't care. I think we can beat Arizona. Now those teams are completely different from this year, but I think, Kyle Shanahan knows good and well Jimmy Garoppolo is not going to play. I think he's just saying that, just to keep the Cardinals on their toes a little bit, just to wait until I think they know internally. I think they told the guys internally who's going to start, but they want to keep that Arizona defense on their toes, just to wait and see at the moment to see, whoever ran out the tunnel. And once they see who's running out the tunnel, then they're going to know, okay, it's Trey Lance or it's Jimmy Garoppolo. But I think we all know it's going to be Trey Lance. Jimmy himself said.
One scary thing, though. Now here we go. We're gonna preach. I think you're on target too. It's gonna be. I don't know if Jimmy's gonna be suited up or not, or activated or whatever the case may be. But listen, you got Trey starting and Sudfeld running out of the tunnel as well as Trey's backup. Let's say the game gets a little crazy in the first half. So the Cardinals are up 37 to 49ers have a field goal. Kyle Shanahan is sending in Nick Sudfeld. What does that do if Trey's confidence is just ripped? I worry about that as well,
Yeah, that's gonna be. I hope it never gets there. I hope it's smooth sailing for us from the second that first kickoff to that, final hopeful kneel down that we're gonna have. But I don't think it's gonna happen anyways. I don't think we're gonna do that bad, Ronbo. I don't think we're gonna get absolutely just shredded.
The only thing is provided our defense gets to sit down. I can't have them out there too long against Murray. Will tire them out.
Yeah, because I think Emmanuel Mosley, that first game against Green Bay, he was just getting back. And last week he showed against DK.
They look good.
I'm not saying DK is Devontae Adams, all right? But DK is a much bigger and faster receiver than Devontae Adams, and it's just as hard to guard a guy who's big and fast, as good as a guy with a great route runner. And Emmanuel, he had his own. And I think DeAndre Hopkins is another tall task, but I hope to see him, step up to the occasion. Now,
Devontae, actually, D-Hop was kind of contained last week. A.J. Green is what they did the most damage.
Yeah,
last
A.J.
week
Green,
in that
yeah.
game. We don't have anything to cover A.J. Green, and if they send
Right, 'cause
Dante
Jalen
Johnson
Ramsey
out there to
was
cover him, I'm just, man, Coach, please, there must be something else you can do. Can Josh play, please? Oh, but go ahead.
Yeah, I just hope offensively we can get more guys involved. With Elijah Mitchell coming back, we get that speed RB back.
Yes.
And we have the speed and the power that opens up so much more running, and we have Trey Lance now too. But I just wanted to see. Listen, I have seen Ayuk get open, but I have not seen them throw the ball to Ayuk. I don't know what it is, but I have seen him get open countless of times. I saw him route up Jair Alexander for a touchdown against Green Bay. I've seen him get open. They are just not throwing the ball to him. It's I don't know what it is. I hope that changes because he adds a. Now I'm not saying he's a speed demon, but he adds a vertical threat that we don't have. He's a vertical threat receiver, albeit he's not fast. But he's a vertical threat receiver. He showed that against Buffalo and when it was just him.
The thing is, Debo's so hot right now. I think Jimmy and to some degree probably Trey's going to feel the same way. Get that ball into Debo's hands. We're going to see though, because Kyle's probably going to want to spread that ball. Do you know we have more guys that have scored this year than any other team, which is really ironic.
Yeah, I know that.
It's strange. Anyway, there's good stuff. Well, let me see if Friday they'll have all the decisions will be in as to who's going to do what, and we'll see if Kyle's kidding or not. All right.
All right.
All right, fam.
Thank you.
Have a great night.
Have a good night.
And Josh Chapman, you're right. We have to stop crying. The game hasn't been played yet. We're crying already. Damn, is this a funeral? Any given Sunday. Go Rams. I didn't know who he was. Josh, thanks for the contribution. Like, get out of here. Dr. Papa Durant. And Josh, he just got whooped to death by the Rams, and like he gonna talk about us. Come on, Josh. Doctor, get in here.
Hey, Rombo. What's up,
Papa,
man?
man, it's the life and times of the 49ers. Each and every one of us could write a book. Anybody that's been a fan more than 10 years could write a book.
Oh,
Boy, it's
God.
rough.
Oh, my
But,
God.
Doctor, looking at this game, shine some light on an offensive approach. I came in here talking like I'd lost my mind. I just realized that would be suicide. Pop, what are you going to do?
Well, I mean, obviously, you don't want Trey Lance running plays for Garoppolo, which is what I saw last week. So that's really getting thrown in there with somebody else's playbook is kind of hard. Now,
What are you going
just
to
to
do
be
for him then?
simplified, well, I think that you run the plays that he's comfortable with. He is an
Which
under
is?
center quarterback. He plays under the center most of the time. That's where his strength is. The strength of running under the center is getting yourself into a passing rhythm as well as utilizing your running backs and play action. He will turn his back to the defense. The main weakness of this 49ers team isn't the quarterback position, it's the offensive line and the secondary. And you can accommodate for that by doing offensive line shifts, moving the pocket, and so forth. So the game plan should be as follows:
Or
high
cutting Mike
tempo.
McGlinchey because Michael McGlinchey is the main problem.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's not happening. Mike Grinch is
Actually,
actually
McGlinchey's been
grading
doing a
out
good
pretty
job
well.
this year, I thought. But anyway.
He's grading out very well this year. So he isn't perfect, but when you're looking at offensive grades, obviously our left tackle is number one. Number two has been Mike McGlinchey.
He's
So the
mid-tier
problem
protection,
is
but he's still excellent
is Mac.
at run
Oh,
blocking.
he would be better if he had a better guard next to him. Brunskill is the ultimate weak link right now,
I still don't understand what
and then
happened
right
to
next
him.
to him is Mac. And what happened to him? He never
Brunskill
was
used
that good.
well, he used to be
He
better than
never
what he
was
looks
that.
now. He wasn't getting his butt
I,
beat on every snap. Oh my
I will say
God.
this. I will say this. He is playing consistently to what he did in the one-on-ones and in camp. So Brunskill he's not going to get much better all of a sudden out of
No.
nowhere. So people better hope that Banks gets ready real quick. But that being said, it's going to be difficult to win with Jimmy. It'll be difficult to win with Lance. I think Lance has a better chance to win because at least he can get out of the way and get out of trouble. So with
But
that
then
being
what?
said,
That's the thing that
but
scares me.
then
Have
that's
you
what
got
I'm
receivers
saying.
that know how to come
Playing
back to the quarterback? This has been a problem for a while. But
they
go ahead.
gotta play. They're gonna have to play. They're gonna have to dictate the line of scrimmage, and by doing that, by having Trey Lance in there as a running threat as well as a scrambling threat. And the key word is scrambling threat, buying time in the pocket. Do you know he was basically giving himself like 4 seconds in the pocket? That's a lot of time in the NFL. Jimmy gets rid of it about 2 seconds. Lance was actually driving up the center of the pocket to avoid the rush at times. I saw a lot of good things from a kid, and I also saw him get better. So obviously, I'm very optimistic and in favor of his. I think that his athleticism makes him probably the second best athlete on the field next to Kyler Murray, but his size is where you have, a little bit more success
Advantage.
because Kyler doesn't
It's
throw very
little,
well over the middle of the field.
tiny.
So they're going to have to zone Kyler. They're going to have to spy him. They have the speed to do it on the defensive inside with Epicom on one side, Bosa, Ford. They have the best middle linebacker in the league. Okay, to patrol the middle. I really don't think that I can tell you right now, the Cardinals aren't going to score 30 points. It's not going to happen.
All right.
We know them too well. This is a division game. Division games are always scrappy, always challenging. And it's not about what happened the last 4 weeks. It's about what happens this week. So this week, we need Brunskill to play. This week, we need Mac to play. The better they play, the better we'll do. The better that Kyle coaches, the better we'll do. So you will see improvement this week, but mostly because you're going to see a different offense that nobody else has seen for 4 weeks. How are the Cardinals going to react to that? We don't know. You're not going to see what you saw last week. Jimmy G
I
is
hope
a
not.
shotgun quarterback. He is a shotgun quarterback. You're going to see pistol. You're going to see under center. You're going to shotgun. You're going to see you're going to see more things. And more importantly, did you notice last week that the defense backed up when Trey Lance was in there? There were more pockets to throw the ball. But Trey, in his inexperience, doesn't trust what he sees. Sometimes he doesn't release that ball when he
the
should.
decision, he may see it, but his reaction time, he's got to get used to
It's
NFL
reaction
speed.
time.
When that happens,
No,
he can think quickly because those windows open and close quickly, right? You got to let it go.
That's
These are the
true. But
things.
that's NFL. That's NFL inexperience. But
Well,
that's
yeah, actually,
also play experience because he has not been running with the number ones.
Yeah.
He has not run with the number ones in 5 months. This is his first practice. This
agree.
now, right now,
I
with
agree.
the number ones.
And I just
everyone.
hope last week's experience made that speed. Hopefully, each and every time he goes out there, that game will slow down a little bit. Doc, as you know, we're out of time, and I'm going to get in trouble unless I say goodbye. So
Okay.
I tell you what, let's see you Friday.
Oh yeah, I'm picking the Niners. Watch.
All right, I love it.
I think they're going to do it.
I can't pick it either way.
They're going to do it. I seriously
Let's go.
believe they're going to win this game.
There you
Because
go. All right, Doc,
Kyle has not
I'll be looking
faced
for that score.
this defense.
Bring it Friday for production cuts us both off. All right, night, fam.
Yeah. All right. Shout out to production.
Yo, hey, Jerry.
What's up, Ronbo?
Jay, we're sitting there looking at that it's a David versus Goliath. We're looking up at Goliath. All we can see is his toes and his sandals wrapped around those humongous calves. But Jay, this is why we're probably going to win this game. Jay, do you have a plan offensively and defensively? Because they're rough on both sides. They've got a defense that's going to be scary. They've got an offense that goes beyond the term of scary. And here we come. Undefeated Arizona's probably looking at the top. But one thing we may have on our side is man, don't laugh, y'all. We got to take the 49ers seriously. All right? We can't get complacent. That's what they're saying. So, Jay, what do you think? What are you going to do? What kind of game plan you got for Trey? Because Jimmy ain't playing. Kyle just died.
Well, Trey, I'll start off with try to make some easy throws, like some screen plays, some rollouts. You know what I'm saying?
Jay,
try to make it.
I know, but you saw Trey is not real good with them screens and easy throws, midfield. You go ahead, though. I'm going to hear what the rest of this. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll try to start off some easy throws pretty much to get him going because it seemed like the more he get acclimated with the game, he gets better. So I would try to, just start off with some easy. I wanted to start off running the ball first. I would start off
guaranteed.
Huh?
He
Yeah,
will,
I know.
guaranteed.
But I'm
Kyle's
just
going
saying.
RPO to death. I figured for the first 5, 6 rehearsed plays, it's going to be RPO. But this time, Trey, if you do see somebody to throw to, let her go. But otherwise, Trey's going to be looking for avenues to run. But go ahead.
Yeah, and then, I'll start off with that, as far as try to get,
Relax.
Trey comfortable, get him started early and often, and then, start trying to test that secondary, We got an arm, we don't have to go in the middle of the field. We can go all over the field, get them really thinking, you know what I'm saying? Instead of them reacting, have them thinking out there, and that's how you keep it, defense on their toes. You pretty much have them, thinking all the time and not just pure reaction. So that's what I would do on offense, what I'm saying?
Catch them off guard by surprise.
Yeah, and then, on defense, I would pretty much I would try to just tag Kyler Murray somehow, try to keep him in the pocket where you can contain him and get there. I know it's hard to you know, but I think we have the defensive line to do that. You know, if we can kind of just maintain him in the pocket and make him into a pocket passer, because when Kyler Murray is at his dangerous is when he's moving around, just running and doing all that Mighty Mouse stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard to contain him when he's get in that rhythm. But if we can kind of contain him and make him a pocket passer.
That's so. And Fred talked about that in his press conference today. You know, he says what we got to do. Everybody knows this is what you got to do, but it's just Kyler Murray. He'll come run right up to you, and as you go to zig, he zags, and he's gone. And now, and a lot of times he does that, which really bothers me. We're not even beyond the line of scrimmage. Don't bite. I look at the defender. Don't bite. Just stand your ground. Keep him in front of you. Do not let him get around you. You know, but that's easier said than done. Cut him. Let him cut toward the inside. No, they play that game with Kyler, and he gets to the outside. Go ahead.
Yeah, you know, I would try to. I would pretty much just try to contain him and try to make him run the football. Pretty much, I would try to make Kyler Murray try to hand the ball off, pretty much, and try to.
Yeah, who's their running back? They don't have. Who is their running back?
Yeah, they got Connor. You know, they got Connor.
What am I talking about? Right? They got Connor. He was the missing link. They had a good running back before who owned us in 2019. But now Connor, he did a job on the Rams. I just realized that was Connor from Pittsburgh.
So I think, we got a good, solid defensive line. I think.
Yeah, they're not going to run, but they got a legitimate running back now.
True that, but I would try to put I would rather live with Connor getting 30, 40 carries and letting Kyler Murray beat you.
Amen.
So I would live off that, because you know it's a double-edged sword. So you want to put containment on the most dominant, one of the dominant person on that offense, Kyler Murray. So you want to make things. You want to keep him contained and
less of the two evils is what you're going to say, because we're going to run out of time, Jay.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you, man. You know, this is a big challenge. The 49ers might be fired up. They may be fired up like crazy. So we're going to see. Friday, we're going to figure this out. Kyle's going to either tell us the truth Friday or not. He's probably going to say, I'm going to make it a game time. I know it's going to be a game time decision. Kyle, come on, man. You know, I knew he was going to say it, Kyle. So we'll see. All right, Jay. I'll see you Friday.
All right, Ronbo. You have a good night, brother.
You too, man. Millie, Millie,
What's happening?
You know, man, it took a Rams fan. I don't know. Rams fans got a lot of cojones, you know. He comes in here. What is this, a funeral? And go Rams. See, here's the thing about the Rams. I mean, all these guys, Rams fans got their butt whooped. There's nothing to talk about from Vegas or L.A., but here they are in our chat telling us about the Cardinals. I'm telling you right now, ain't no shame in some of these fan bases. But Emilio, that's a well-established fact. Tell me what you think is going to be the game plan versus the Cardinals. Boy, I tell you.
Jimmy better sit his ass down for this game than me.
He is. Kyle ain't fooling me.
It's just one thing. I'm in, like I said before, I support Jimmy, but it's getting to the point where you had 3 games, you started off slow. It took you to the half to get the game going. With the Eagles, it took you to the half. The Packers, it took you to the half. And the Seahawks.
Well, you know what? I mean, wait on that one though.
You only played one. You played one drive.
One series, yeah, and then quit. Yeah.
So it's like I said, I was wanting to support Jimmy as much as I could. You can't get the offense going. If the running game doesn't work for this man, he is just straight garbage. I don't get it for what reason, what goes on in his head. why you can't, we know he can't throw the ball deep, but he just, for life, he cannot get the ball moving. If the running game is crap, he can't move the ball for some weird reason.
Well, I tell you the reason
I
on
don't
that
know
too.
why, and
It's Kyle's offense.
with,
That's the way it's
with,
designed. That's the way it's designed.
I understand that, but at the same time, it's just he's so limited, and it's just ridiculous. Like, dude, come on, you can figure something out,
I
But
wish they would.
like I said, at least if we're gonna go back to Jimmy, let him sit down. He would have literally almost 3 weeks to heal before we play the Colts again. What is the point of trying to rush him out there? And he plays like crap again, and then everybody's gonna get on Shanahan's head. Oh, see what you did? You should have put in Trey.
He's gonna get on both of them, Shanahan and Jimmy.
I'd rather wait, like I said, Shanahan does make idiotic moves and stupid calls, but at the same time, dude, why are you putting yourself in that position? If you're gonna play Jimmy and he doesn't play well, one thing is losing the game, but if he doesn't play well,
you've established that now.
Everybody's
Tell
gonna
me,
go after Shanahan.
what's going to be if you're Shanahan? Think like him for a minute if you can. How do you put Trey in a position where he can flourish?
For one, you kind of got to be able to throw the ball, because you see a running game is not. I don't know if Mitchell's going to play or not. They're still saying it's a toss-up. But if Mitchell does play, then it benefits both of Jimmy and Trey, because the run game is working. But at least with Trey, we see he can move around in the pocket. He's still learning, but at least he knows how to avoid a sack and get away. With Jimmy, he just gets tackled, or like he did with the Patriots, he gets spun around and throws his what was it called? You call it fumble interception or whatever you want to call it.
So you got him moving around.
At least,
now,
like I said.
Now, do you see that movement translate into anything more than just moving around? I want to know, is Kyle going to tell him, listen, if you're going to run, run. If you stand back there, let it go. Go through your reads. You don't see anything. These are things that have to be made snap, quick, go.
No, of course.
Because the windows are going to close.
They gotta get your read. Basically, it's read and react. If there's nothing open, then either get a first down or something. Because our line has just been weird. Sometimes the line wants to play. It's just we have so many holes at times. Times the offensive line wants to play. There's times they want to give up sacks. There's times receivers want to catch the ball. There's times they can't get open. They want to get open. So I don't know if it's just because you can say it's Jimmy, or you can go back and say it's the running game or Shanahan. It's just so many things. What you can say it can be and what it can be. But I just, as of now, I say play Trey. Let him get his reps in, see what he can really do a whole game, and then if Jimmy's really going to come back, give him 3 weeks and let Jimmy come back for the Colts game.
All right, now, you know what? I'm thinking Sherfield should get a lot of time this week. There's a chemistry between him and Trey that seems to be really good. All right, because I'm wondering, you're going to have a playmaker in this for Trey to throw to that he's got really competent. I don't think that he does okay with Debo. I think everybody does. I don't know what's going on with Ayuk. Somebody just called in and said Ayuk is constantly open. I didn't see that, but I'm not watching the whole field like that.
No, he actually has. And
I do know Sherfield.
On that one play with it was one play. It was the Packers game when he threw it to Kittle and got that interception.
Was Sherfield down there?
That Jimmy threw.
I mean, not Sherfield, but was Ayuk down there?
Ayuk was open.
On what side of the field?
Ayuk was wide open. All Ayuk had to do, I seen the play. He threw it. That's when the DB that intercepted the ball.
Jair.
He was ahead of he was ahead of Ayuk, but Ayuk was kind of behind him, and Ayuk had a whole bunch of wide open space. Now, if he would have thrown it to Ayuk,
okay, but you know what?
Not saying he got a touchdown, but he would have had some open field to work with.
Yeah, but that sounds like threading a needle.
When
you throw that ball deep downfield like
that,
it's too much time in the air.
Ayuk has been open a couple of times. He's just not throwing him the ball. But,
Kyle still thinks it's Ayuk. Anyway, we're going to go because we're out of time. I tell you what, Friday, think about it. Don't give me any score now. You got to wait till Friday. And I got a feeling we're going to see a lot of fans saying, no, we ain't going to win this game.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
we'll see.
But it's just, I just know with me, Well, the thing is, for Ayuk,
Quickly, Emil.
I mean, it's just mostly Trey. If you give Trey reps,
Yeah.
depending who's out there, he gets reps with the number one. He'll get reps with Debo and Ayuk. So
Mm.
I think it was just the mostly thing
And maybe-
with Sherfield is
All right,
because he
fam.
was the second team and he was throwing them the ball. But,
All right. I'm going to see you Friday, and let's see what news we hear about between now and then. All right, fam. Have a great night. Emilio.
Right.
Yeah. I'm going to area code is 916. 916.
Hello?
Yep. Hey, what's this? What is your name, please?
Just call me Hutch.
Hutch. Like Starsky and Hutch.
Yeah.
Hutch.
Hutch. Hey, what's going on?
Oh, man, we're just sitting there, man. We're trying to figure out, because, the odds look really tough this week. So we're trying to figure out, man, you got your rookie coach going in there. You got a juggernaut team to deal with 3 days, 4 days to get him ready. Hutch, there are probably bigger obstacles in this world to climb through, but this one looks crazy. Hutch, what do you think? And what does Kyle do to make us a winner come Sunday afternoon?
I want to just see him move the pocket. Every pass that he did at the end of the game, it seemed like he just kept them in the pocket. I think probably because the game plan wasn't for him. But he was stepping up. He was making people miss, but he didn't have a lot of time. So I think he's going to move the pocket. And I think we're going to see a big game from Brandon Ayuk because Jimmy G can't throw him the ball on the routes that he's good at running. He's the deep threat guy. So I think Trey going to be able to get him the ball where he needs to get it. And, Trey Sermon, he had 90 yards rushing, and we was down multiple scores. So if we were close in that game, he would have been able to finish it off. It's not like we weren't able to run. We just didn't. We weren't able to put points on the board, and it got away from us from all that special teams crap. So I think that was
the story right
I don't
there.
think it's impossible. I don't think it's impossible. Now, does Arizona hot right now? Yeah. And does it look like they might beat us? It's a possibility. But if Trey Lance has a decent game, then I think it could go either way because they're gonna have to cover the whole.
Hutch, for what you're saying, I'm a lot of people are saying, I'm thinking, you look at DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett. We don't have receivers working on that kind of thing all the time. Now, Sherfield, Debo, I think Debo can do that kind of thing. It turns into a Russell Wilson backyard sandlot football game, right? I'm wondering, but is Trey, and I understand the enthusiasm behind Trey. I'm wondering, though, is he ready for that? That he can run around and keep his eyes downfield, stay behind the line of scrimmage, keep the play alive, and then still find a receiver loose. Because advantaged receiver, when you can extend a play long enough and he can get loose, this is what it's going to come down to. And I imagine that's what Kyle's going to try to practice to some degree. Maybe you've already started. Who is it that can do that amongst our guys besides Debo? I like Ayuk, but I'm thinking there's something going on with Ayuk that for Kyle Shanahan saying with consistency, right? So we're going to see that, but could Jawan Jennings or somebody else other than those three guys that have been doing all the work maybe get involved this week?
Yeah, that's definitely a possibility. I think someone already said it earlier. It might have been you that the Niners have the most scores by different personnel.
Yeah,
so
I mentioned
look to get everybody involved. So if you look at them last like two drives that he had against Seattle, there was times where he could have took off, but he didn't. He was staying back there and he was always scanning. Now there was also times where he just took straight off. That's because
and there was somebody open.
Thing.
Yeah, I saw that diagram. That was diagram the other day. I saw that, but that's just from.
Yeah, he was definitely keeping his eyes downfield. But I'm flying. I'm from Sacramento, but I'm flying down to the game.
All right. Hey, what would you say flying
so I'll be able
to Arizona? Are we north of Arizona? Are you in the Bay Area? Now that
Yeah, I'm in Sacramento.
Sacramento, yeah. I'm sorry. Is Sacramento, is that going south or going north? When you said you're going flying down, I always listen to those things. Flying to or down. Anyway, and that should be fun though, Hutch. Because that game is going to be, it's going to be a surprise. Because everybody, I'm in the book. I haven't seen the book on it yet. Have you seen a betting line on this game yet?
Nah, I haven't.
Man, I wonder what.
I got another question for you, Ronbo. You've been ducking my question now for about a month. You've seen it in the chat a couple times about who's your top 5 49ers all time.
Oh, is that you asking me that? I'm not ducking it. I need to give careful thought because there's been some great 49ers. All right, Hutch, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make a note to myself. Right next to your name, remember to find them top 5 49ers of all time. It's a tough question, Hutch. It really is. You know Joe's in it. And you know that T.O.'s in it and Jerry Rice. That's already 3 right there. I want to put Haley in there.
T.O.'s in it.
You know, don't you let him hear.
T.O.'s in it.
Don't let him hear you talking like that. He'll text you. Or hit you up on social media.
Of course, you got Montana, you got Rice. Obviously, they have to make it, right?
After
you
that,
got Frank Gore and Steve Young.
Yeah.
And Ronnie Lott.
Okay. I mean, but I want to look a little further. See, because it's hard to say top 5 49ers. Top 10 would be easy, but top 5 is, ooh, that's rough. But I like it. I like your choices, actually. That made it easy. It's great to meet you on the phone, though. We'll see you as soon as possible. How about Friday if you got time?
All right, Ronbo.
All right, Hutch. Good night.
Right.
So there he is. Hutch has been asking me that. He's right. He's been asking me longer than a month. That's been going on for really a long time. Own.
Ronbo, what's going on, brother?
I'm getting hit with questions like, you're sitting in whatever class you never could stand. Hutch come up. Ronbo, you've been ducking me now for a while, man. What is the top 5 49ers of all time? I tell you, man, I like what Hutch just said. And probably that would make it easy. If you're going to go top 5, it's probably easier to go in top 10. But that's it. D, let me get back to subject matter here. You got this game coming up in your neighborhood, and now you got Trey coming in there, and Trey's and now that you'll be more prepared mentally as well as physically. I expect to see a different game, a better game. But what's Kyle going to install that's going to make this possible for us to get that big W and have Kyler Murray and the rest of his boys standing in the middle field after the game is over, looking at each other. Guys, the game's over. We're going to turn the lights out. Go ahead.
To be honest with you, the only thing that's going to get us the W is Trey. If Jimmy starts, we're going to lose. And I'm going to tell you this. I've been hearing a lot of support for Jimmy, with several different callers and people saying how Trey isn't ready. Let me explain something to y'all. In all of our games, Jimmy Garoppolo has started slow. Every single one of them. The offense has been stagnant when he is on the field. Do you know that in the last 3 games, in the first half, you know what we scored? 7 points. Do you know that in the Green Bay game, if Trey didn't come in and score that touchdown on the run, that we don't wind up with those 7 points? And we go in the half 17-0? So all y'all talking about the Trey ain't ready, what y'all need to do is check the film.
Okay.
Trey came in, threw a touchdown in the Detroit game. He scored a touchdown in the Green Bay game. He threw 2 touchdowns just previously in this game. When he got in there, the offense moved. What is everybody missing? What are they not seeing? Are people blind out here? Or are they just so much in love with Jimmy that they can't figure out that Trey is better? If you have a quarterback, and I'll say this, the Seattle offense couldn't even barely get going in the first half until the waning moments of the second quarter.
And we gave them the ball.
Defense stopped them how many times? 5 times, 3 and out. And we mustered 7 freaking points. 7 points, people.
but magically Trey come in and give you 14, and Debo Samuel winds up with 156 yards and 2 touchdowns, and he was standing butt naked, wide open on the play. Really, people, y'all not gonna get behind Trey? All the crap that we gave up?
No.
Come on now.
We're wondering how you gonna go about doing it, because we're running out of time. Give me your game plan. How you gonna move Trey into position to win?
It's simple. All you need to do is run. You need to run some basic concepts, some read option type stuff with Trey, and that'll be fine. The run game is more dynamic with him in there. So you make this a run-heavy game, and all you basically do is you allow him to pass. I know everybody tried to make a big deal out of him missing the first few passes. Especially the one with George Kittle, but that's pregame jitters. Don't expect a rookie to come in and be perfect, because no one is. Steve Young had bad games. Joe Montana had bad games. Tom Brady had bad games. Peyton Manning had bad games. So did Drew Brees. So did all of these people. You didn't see them walk in and walk on the field and be perfect. So don't put that kind of weight on Trey like that. What you need to do is be respecting the fact that at least he got an offense moving behind Jimmy, who tap danced in his interview today. If you have not watched this presser, you need to watch it. So you had a calf strain, yeah. So it was a contusion, yeah. So what happened? So Kerry Hyder, he stepped on me. Well, no, he didn't step on me. Then he rolled up on my calf. What happened? Come on, bro. If you were in the court of law, that prosecutor just ripped you to shreds and made you look stupid. You're the worst witness ever.
I don't know, though.
Get behind Trey, people.
That first drive of the game was pretty electric. But I hear you. But Trey,
but
now,
that
like
was
you said,
it.
Make it. And that's why I'm saying he may be telling the truth about that, calf. But listen, here's my thing, though. You got Trey. I don't know if the jitters or the nerves are going to go away this weekend. He's got to be able to relax out there. You're going to go run heavy as much as possible. Are you going to have him throwing any short passes, though? Because that's, even when he's rolling, that's not his strong suit. I suggest throwing deep quickly.
You can, and the reason why is strictly based on the fact that you have to get him rapport with the starting offense. He doesn't have that. So you can't be mad at him for not knowing how to throw the ball to certain players, because why? He hasn't built a rapport with them. He hasn't built a necessary rapport with Debo or George. Why? Because he was playing with the second team offense. He's probably more comfortable with Dwelly and Trent Sherfield. So at a bare minimum, if you want to protect him like Kyle protects Jimmy Garoppolo, very simple. Make sure Sherfield is on the field as a security blanket for him. And if you want to have George on the field, basically, yeah, you can still throw those throws, but he's going to make errors. What's killing me is everybody's like, oh, he can't do it. People don't understand that rookies are going to make mistakes. This will happen. And you cannot sit up there and expect him to be perfect, but then give Jimmy a pass when he screws up throws like that on a continual basis.
Nobody. One thing for sure. No, rarely you anybody give Jimmy a pass. Even when he makes a good pass, he gets beat up. So that's not going to. But anyway,
most of the people I heard tonight, they've been giving him a pass. Everybody's like, well, Trey ain't ready. And one guy said, I'm not impressed by what I see from Trey Lance. Are you blind? Are you not watching the game?
But that has nothing to do with Jimmy, though. That's just what we saw from Trey. But I'm hoping he's relaxed, comes in there. The game plan is for him this week, because he was so told all of a sudden, you got to go in. And that's not fair. So.
But it isn't. But, hey, for him to not have that game plan and go in and do what he did, that's still fantastic.
Gotta give him some credit.
That's great output.
D, we got to go, and I tell you what, I'm gonna look for you Friday and bring that score ready, because everybody, if we all get together and say we're gonna win, we should win. All right.
All right, man. And I'll be at the game. I'll make sure to bring headphones this game, Ronbo.
Will you? Okay.
Make sure to bring headphones.
All right, then.
I promise you, I won't do it like I did you last time.
All right, fam. You know I love it. You on. All right. Here's 90 Gang Podcast D. I'll talk to you shortly. Oh, right. Hey, D. It's not Bluetooth, though, right?
Oh, it will be, but these will be the proper headphones. Everything will be perfect.
Okay.
Because the phone that I have, we don't. Yeah, everything will be perfect. I got the right headphones, and I'm gonna go somewhere where I got quiet.
All right. Yeah, that's
right,
what. Okay. All right, fam. Talk to you shortly.
All right.
There goes D. And Yaz. Hey, I see it. Tony Nagatani says top 5 49ers: Montana, Steve Young, Jerry Rice, Patrick Willis, Brian Young. See, Hutch, that's what I'm talking about. You didn't mention Willis or Young. See, There's some debate. And this just in.
Oh my God, dude! I swear with you guys sometimes I don't mean disrespect with you guys, man. You guys don't let up. Complain. Oh, that's all I'm hearing. Jesus, bro! Like, go over here comparing our rookie quarterback to Peyton Manning, and then you're backtracking and saying, everybody makes a mistake.
Peyton Manning. I've not heard that one yet, Justin.
Oh my God! No, oh my freaking God! I can't. I really can't with y'all. I really can't.
Listen, actually,
I really can't. It's just
all
the
these
same
comparisons probably
thing.
stop
This is
anyway.
the same thing. It's like all these Twitter spaces. I joined a couple of them. It's the same crap over again. Blah 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 blah. Jimmy just said like the same thing over and over and over again. You guys just need to you guys really need to get some new material. That's all you guys are gonna bring. God, man.
Well, Justin, it is what it is.
Over and over and over.
As Jimmy says, it is what it is. But listen, you got a situation now this week. Have you figured out what is it going to take to make sure that Trey is successful, given what we think we know about him? How's he going to do?
I get it. Everybody's saying, he didn't have proper planning. The thing is, he wasn't perfect. Sure, the stats look great. He wasn't perfect. That's a lot of a lot of people are like saying, he's the next. I'm like, he wasn't perfect.
To be fair, he was all of a sudden he was cast in the game. I don't think, and although mentally he probably learned today, never be not prepared mentally to come into the game. You can anytime. Yeah. So he got in. He's probably a little surprised. You could tell by that first pass he was extremely nervous. And he's acting more comfortably, got a little better and better. So from what you could see of what he potentially could do, Justin, do you have any ideas as to what Kyle Shanahan's going to have him do, just for the fun of trying to figure out how does Kyle make this work?
It's tough, man. It's tough. You got Arizona's a good team. You got J.J. Watt. You got Challenge Jones. You got Woody Baker back there in the secondary. You got Arizona's tough team. You can't cut them out. Then you got Seattle and the Rams playing tomorrow. That's interesting to watch for 49ers too. And the one thing I don't want to hear is that the 49ers are not playing to win. Just because we didn't make a move after Gilmore or the other ones. Gilmore didn't want to go to any other teams like Carolina. Yeah, the reason why is because he's from Carolina. That's the reason why.
That's right. He wanted to be close
don't have enough money.
Yeah.
Yeah, 49ers don't have enough money either to make moves like these. And everybody thinks you could just trade your money and salary cap is nothing. And these people need to stop playing Madden and realize that money's money, And so, I really don't understand. The 49ers they're not trying to win because they didn't make moves out of these players. They are trying to win. It's not like, let's just forget about this season. So the season's over, whatever. No, it's not like that. And Gilmore, I was, I did eye it, but I knew for a fact we weren't going to trade it because we don't have enough money.
Not only that, Gilmore wants a lot of money for a guy who's laying around not playing too. I'm not going to pay you $15 million to come in and have a seat. I mean, Carolina doesn't mind doing that. But when's Gilmore going to be getting off the PUP list is what I want to know too. Big Show made a lot of sense on that. Yeah. But here's the thing, Justin. No matter what anybody says about Jimmy, he's only lost to that team once since he's been with the 49ers, the Cardinals. I mean.
Oh yeah, and
so this is why.
Yeah, and everybody's forgetting about the Jeffrey Wilson. I was at that game. The Jeffrey Wilson touchdown. I was at that game. Was he perfect that game? No.
He's never perfect.
He had an interception, a dumb interception in the fourth quarter, but eventually we won the game. Jeffrey Wilson touchdown. If Jimmy G is starting out there, I'm going to support him 100%. That's my standing on it. And, whoever's under center, that's my quarterback eventually because I'm a fan. I'm a fan before anything else. And that's just how it is. If Trey is going to get the first nod to this game, then okay. We'll see what he got. But and we'll see what this Sly, whatever his name is, the kicker, maybe he could.
I forgot about that.
Maybe he's an upgrade over Robbie. I don't know.
As long as he doesn't pull hamstring, pull his groin muscle. Keep your groin uninvolved, Robbie. God. Oh. Anyway,
but yeah,
and then it's all about the snap and the placement of the ground.
Trey Sermon get the third nod to starter. You got Trey Sermon, and then you're hoping another running back is healthy because he missed 2 straight games. So and hopefully Mitchell's ready to go. You don't know yet because that shoulder is still banged up. So, and I don't know. It's tough. The corners weren't terrible though. I do want to stress they weren't terrible, except Drake Patrick's costly PI penalty. Other than that, the corners weren't bad, and
Right.
so they did their due diligence, and it is what it is.
Justin, we're going to go, and you know how we appreciate you. Love that you being back here a little more regularly. We had gaps of months before you were back, and now we're getting like at least only a week. So, Justin.
I pop in and I pop out. Okay, that's how.
That's what she said, right? Anyway, Justin, I'm going to see you Friday.
Oh, shit.
If you got time, all right?
Have a good night.
You too, man.
Have a good night.
Oh, God. And let's move the needle here to... and Mr. Black Eye says our L's were close scores. We didn't get blown out. No, we never get beat up. I mean, we lost to a Hawks team as bad as we played. I mean, it was still a game we could have won. You take away a couple of turnovers, and we could have limped through that win. 37 seconds left on the clock. We should have beat the Packers. So you're right. We don't get beat up. We sort of help teams beat us when we lose. 49ers, as I said, we're our worst enemy. It's Niner Mike. Forget about it, Mike.
Forget about it. It's right, Ronbo. What's going on over there? How the hell are you?
We're sitting there looking at the future, and we're saying to ourselves, well, they're going to throw them out of the nest. It's too bad we're not on the first floor. It wouldn't be such a scary thing. I say that because, Mike, we're on the 80th floor. When you play the Cardinals, that puts you up high on the roof trying to let that bird fly. Mike, I'm telling you, man.
What happened to you? We missed you.
He's back. Mike, I told you about that, Mike. People missed you. That's Justin.
I appreciate you, Justin. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate you. I missed all of you too, you know. Hey, Ronbo, look, it's really simple, you know. We just gotta play our game, Ronbo. You know, and I know that sounds like just something stupid or simple to say, but it's the reality of it. We got to play our game. We got to get back to running the football. We got to get back to running it effectively. The truth is, you know, Kyle Shanahan's offense, the run scheme, the outside zone is a lot better when you got a little bit more speed at the running back position, which is one of the reasons why they haven't brought back Frank Gore. It's not nothing against Frank Gore. Frank Gore is a hell of a player. I love Frankie G. But the reality is the scheme, you got to have the speed to be able to stretch the outside, make the one cut, and then go. You know what I mean, Ronbo?
Yep.
I mean,
that's it.
That's it.
Essence of Shanahan off.
Trey Sermon did a little bit of that. Yeah, you know, Trey Sermon did a little bit of that. The one thing I don't like about him, though, and hopefully they'll coach this out of him a little bit, he seems to leave his feet a lot, Ronbo. You know, maybe it's just me, but I swear to God, it seems like every time he's finishing a run, he's getting knocked around like a friggin' pinball out there.
He's got to slide.
His body's flying and different. And I'm over here just clenching, you know, the tip of my joint, you know, hoping that he doesn't fumble the friggin' ball, bro. You know, I'm like, oh my God, you know, so.
He forgets he's not back in North Dakota. These guys will hurt you.
Yeah,
slide.
Look, if we get Mitchell back, that's going to bring a little bit more of that speed element that we need. That's kind of what makes, you know, the run game go a little bit. And then look, I like Trey Lance in there. You know, Jimmy G is Jimmy G. I'm just going to say that. I'm not going to sit here and knock the guy. When he's a starting quarterback of our team, I support him. You know what I mean?
You've already got that
Ronbo?
name out there, Mike. It's Fragilio. Jimmy Fragilio.
Oh, yeah, no, it is Fragilio. It is Fragilio. It is Fragilio all the way. I'm just giving him a little respect because, look, you know, I don't want to throw no salt on the game. And a little bit I feel sorry for the guy. You know, I don't think anyone goes into it saying, you know, I want to be hurt every season. You know? I don't think he wants that, obviously. Yeah. And so I feel bad for him a little bit, you know. But the reality is I know what Jimmy G is.
I know what Jimmy G is. Even when he's healthy, he's a good quarterback. He's an above-average quarterback. He tends to have issues with giving the other team an opportunity to get the ball at least once, sometimes twice a game. All right? That's Jimmy G. That's who he is. It's like Kirk Cousins. We all know who Kirk Cousins is and what he does. What we don't know is what level Trey Lance will bring the Kyle Shanahan offense. Because I got to tell you,
here's the question.
He's already got and has had, Ronbo, as you know, one of the most potent run games in all of the NFL, pretty much everywhere he's gone, all right? And if you add a running quarterback to that, a true running quarterback like Trey Lance is, I think that could be very, very, very explosive and very hard for defenses to defend. That's it, personally. You know, so we'll see how it goes. Hopefully, listen, everyone, I swear to God out there was a guy on here earlier. He was goddamning us to hell for crying out loud. I don't know who that guy was.
Jack. I couldn't slow him down. And him effing and everything. Jack, I wish you would do that.
I said about 3 friggin' Hail Marys and some prayers after he hung up the friggin' phone, Ronbo. Let me tell you. Because, you know, I hope and everyone should pray that Trent Williams can play Sunday, because the last thing we want to do is throw the poor kid Trey Lance out there with
no
Brandon
left tackle,
Moore, whoever the hell that guy is, protecting his blind side. That's a recipe for disaster, Ronbo. We don't need that to happen. So everyone say your prayers that Trent Williams heals up and he's good to go, you know?
The thought of that just scares me, Mike. Also, and also they got to coach up a lot of things for Trey as far as his. Do you see every time he drops back, he's jumping back. He never strides back and stands. He jumps back. People talk about Jimmy's happy feet. Trey brings a new meaning to happy feet that is going to affect his passing game.
He's nervous. Hey, look,
his nerves. I'm worried about.
He's
he's going to be good.
Ronbo, but he always seems to do better as the game progresses.
Yeah.
As he settles
Relax
in.
time.
Listen, one thing I love to say, and I'll just get this in before I let you go because I know you got to go. But that play, the play where he scrambled, he made a bad throw, but where he scrambled, I think it was for almost 15 yards and got the first down on the last touchdown drive.
Oh, he can do that.
Right? But that play, if you go back, anyone goes back, watch the game, the regular version, all right? When he missed that throw, he got that play call. He came into the huddle and he did like the Lamar Jackson clap. He smacked his hands together about 3 or 4 times as if to all right, let's go, get your shit together.
Yeah.
And then boom, he made that play, and then we got in the end zone. Go back, watch the tape, and look at that. He's got it in him. He's got to settle the nerves down a little bit.
Get comfortable.
He's got to get a little comfortable.
In the NFL. Yeah.
And he'll be just friggin' fine, Ronbo. I really believe that. He'll be just fine.
I tell you, Mike, you got me in your camp. I'm telling you, I'm just waiting for him to develop and then see what we got here. All right. Mike, always a pleasure.
Right,
everybody
Ronbo,
loves you, man. All right.
I love everybody. I love the faithful. We all want the same thing. You know, everyone's got a different path of how to get there, Ronbo. But in this deal, we all want the same thing. You do, every caller that calls in. We all want our team to do good, be great. So, shout out to everybody. Love to everybody. Hope all of you stay safe. Have a good rest of the week. And look forward to talking with you on Sunday night after we get the dub. All right?
All right, Big Mike. Have a great night, bro.
All right, Ronbo. All right, forget about it. All right.
There he goes. And the big show says, do you people tend to forget we had missing pieces in last week's game? That's Jimmy's fault. It's like driving a car with no... I know, so I've gotten used to it. If anything's wrong with anything on the team, forget about it. It's Jimmy's fault. Hey, Ellis.
Ronbo.
Ellis. We're sitting there looking at, I don't know. I'm trying to think of the last time that we looked up this challenge. Usually we always figured, last year we didn't think about challenges because we knew everybody was missing. But in 2019, we looked at the gauntlet, and now we're looking at the undefeated Cardinals. And we're not going in now with everybody who's familiar with playing together. We're going in there with a couple of places that are going to be different on both offense and defense. Ellis, but I'm trying to figure out, and I figure Elijah Mitchell, but I'll let you paint the picture, man. How do you put Trent in a position where he's going to have a chance to win this game? And you can look at the defense and say the same thing when I think about it, because Kyler Murray is killing me. Just the thought of him. Told y'all at the beginning of the season, everybody's, oh man, we ain't got to worry about the Cardinals. They got Cliff Kingsbury as a coach. Damn that. What are you thinking?
Well, you know, the Cardinals were giving us little fits, and that was just you know, the division rivalry thing, and you know, just you know, there was some little, you know, that element of surprise thing. You know, they were kind of in our position in a way. You know, they're the undefeated team now. You know, they're the big shot, and we're still who we are for sure, but we're 2-2 right now. So it's you know, it's a little different. So it's like we reverse roles in some capacity, but we're a better team than when they were then. You know, because they had a fresh Kyler Murray, and we got to remember, man. Remember where Kyler Murray played. Remember where he got what number he was drafted. You know, when we're trying to compare, you know, Trey Lance to these other guys, when they, you know, if we're talking about it and saying that he didn't play enough games, he played in this division or in this conference and all this other, you know, shit. Well, look at how Kyler Murray looked and how green he was when he first came.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and he's basically thrown out there to play, and he wasn't playing well by any means. It took him, you know, 2.5 years to really get going, but he was looking goofy the whole first season. You know, it's just that speed, and you know, he had some things that he was able to work. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you know, Trey's only played a couple of snaps, so everybody needs to calm the hell down and you know, cut it with the criticism right now, because the boy ain't done nothing yet.
That's why the question is tonight: how are you going to make it at least possible that he can go out there and have a good game?
Yeah, I think they need to do, you know, like you were saying, but I agree with the RPOs, the things that Trey has that are his strengths. And he really doesn't have any weaknesses outside of needing to get some consistency with his ball control when he lets it go, sometimes going too high. You know, decision-making, being a little bit quicker with his decision-making, but he started to get comfortable and looked like he was becoming more you know, quick with his decisions and his reads a lot sooner. His footwork looked good. You know, he did get some really good passes, and you know, when plays go wrong, when things go wrong, you know, the fact that, I mean, if let's just be honest, if that was Jimmy in that time, Jimmy would have got sacked about 3 times or 4 times. He wouldn't have been able to get out that pocket like that, like Trey did. We gotta be honest, and that would have just been a test to the damn Seahawks, unfortunately, which I can't stand, and I'm still burning up inside. I would have much rather had lost to the Cardinals because they're much of a formidable opponent and somebody that's, you know, more like we can take that L because that was actually a good team. We lost to a shitty, really shitty team, you know, and but go about just saying, but yeah, the RPOs, Ronbo is going to work really good. You know, for Trey, let him roll out, let him, you know, throw the defense off and get them a little bit shaken, you know, and trying to think that, well, what's he going to do? Is he going to run? Is he going to pass? And we need our receivers to follow, you know, Trey, and to be doing, I know Kyle was talking about it a little bit, when things kind of go wrong, you know, the receivers need to, you know, pay attention so that they can try to get open and stuff like that. That's what Russell Wilson did for like 4 or 5 years. You know, when Russell was running around in circles back and forth, yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then his receivers would follow, and they would get open, find a little spot, find a little cushion, a little bubble, and sit right there, and he'd fling it to him. Trey can do the same thing. We can do that same stuff, not just with him, but as a whole, even with, you know, I'm just saying with Jimmy as well. But I just feel like, you know, because our guys are so confined to this, to these, you know, to this dictatorship with Kyle, you know, they're scared to do anything outside of what he says. And I think that, you know, that kind of triggers the guys a little bit, and it forces them to make maybe some irrational decisions at times, or decisions that are in their best, you know, judgment and their better judgment, you know what I mean? And they probably figured, damn, I could have did this, but I was concerned about Kyle, you know, or thinking that he's going to chew my ass or something. You know, you just really don't know, you know, and I feel bad, you know, for Jimmy, because he does get sometimes a bad rap with just a little stuff with, you know, having to do, he's doing what Kyle tells him to do sometimes. He does do bonehead things. However, there's another side of that coin. And Kyle's got to, he's got to let his quarterbacks do what's best. You know what I mean? In certain situations, like let them take the wheel, Kyle, because you're not playing. You're not dropping back and seeing these damn 300, 400 pound or, 270, 300 some pound 6-footers, 6'4", 5'. Yeah, about ready to put you in the damn dirt. So,
I love it.
We're going to be fine, though, Ronbo. Yeah.
I know.
We got a serious opponent. This is going to be one of the best games we play all season, or the best teams we play all season long. And I can't wait. We're going to catch them by surprise, Ronbo. We're going to catch these cards by surprise, man. They're going to take us light. That's why they take, like you was talking about earlier, they was taking a little break. Everybody's got off days. Yeah, take them off days. Go ahead, kick your feet up. Get a few drinks, put a few drinks back, and we're going to come and, we'll come give it to y'all, man.
That's right.
But, yeah, man, peace and love. Yeah, keep it positive, man. It's Niner for life. And, shout out to all the Niner faithful out there, man. It's just going to be a fun game, man. We got a totally different Cardinals team we're going to play, and it's going to be fun. Yes. Let me get the squad in there for you because I told you it's going to be back on Wednesday.
Oh, yeah. No, we're going to be back Friday if you got time. You want to hold on to that?
Hi, Ronbo.
Oh, I forgot about the squad all of a sudden.
Hi, Ronbo.
Hello, Scott. I don't remember this guy. Who is this? What is your name?
Amaya.
Amaya. Hi, Amaya. How you doing?
Thank you for the birthday wishes.
Amaya, it was such a pleasure. I can't wait until next year to sing again for you. All right? Looking forward to it. We may just give you a song anyway.
Okay, thank you.
You're so welcome, Amaya.
Shout out to the Niners.
It's a
Niners.
I was about to ask you about the squad. Good night, girls.
No for life. No for life.
That is for life is right.
Now. Thank you.
Oh, God, those are such wonderful girls.
Thank you, Ellis. Thank you. Have a blessed night, fam. Thank you, as always. Shout out to production. Peace and love.
Thank you, Ellis. Night. Oh, God. The squad. Hey, Frank.
Ronbo.
Frank, man, we're sitting up here. We know what we got to do. We're going to be, hey, Frank, though, even though there's fear in the eyes of most people, man, we going to whoop this team, Frank. Frank, I know you believe that. Tell me how we going to put that boy named Trey in position to do a number. Is he going to get it done? Frank, talk to me.
What's up, Ronbo? No fear, Ronbo. No fear, man. Keys to the game, Ronbo. We got to be clicking on all three cylinders. That's the offense, defense, and special teams.
Yep.
And, I hear a lot of callers saying Trey not ready, but the only way for him to get better is by what? Playing the game. So, eventually he's going to have to get in the game and play. So stop saying he's not ready. It's up to Cal, the coach. It's up to Cal to put that man in the best position to be successful. And, to start it off, just let him come out there, let him get a little carnival, throwing a little quick string pass, little bootlegs, to just get them comfortable, get them in rhythm. And then you'll see that he'll start, feeling the game out a little more. He'll start being a little more elusive and feeling free and just going out playing his game. I mean, one thing I do like about Trey, though, when in the Seattle game, when he scrambled, he keep his eyes down the field. Like that's what Russell Wilson do. Same thing, Kyler Murray. When he runs, he keep his eyes down the field, just looking for that, that big play. So I just think, I got a good feeling that we're going to win this game, Ron. I don't know why I just got a good feeling that he's going to come out. I got him throwing for like 3-4 touchdowns, man. And probably running 1 inch.
All right.
Yeah, I got a feeling he's gonna shock a lot, but I got a feeling he's gonna do good. I just got that feeling, man. We gonna win this game.
The fear stems from the Cardinals are just playing such good football. I mean, they beat up on the Rams. The Rams was everybody's favorite Super Bowl darling, and the Cardinals says y'all can praise and say everything you want about it, but we getting ready to hand the Rams their own horns, and they did. And I said, I was watching the game. I said, that's just unbelievable. And then I said, we got to play them next week.
The Rams are the Rams, Ronbo. Like,
Rams fan came in talking trash.
Sorry old Rams, Ronbo. Like, come on, Ronbo. They like Arizona do look good, but Minnesota could have beat them if they would have made the field goal.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so they not really scary
as
to me.
awesome
I'm
as
not
they
I'm
looked
not
last
scared
week.
of them. I'm like, it's a division game. We know them, they know us. But what they don't know Trey. So you get what
And
I'm
they beat
saying?
Jacksonville.
So
That don't count.
that's a big plus on our side. So Cal just got to come out there, man, and just make them feel comfortable and just put them in the best position. I mean, it's on him.
It's
you know
gotta
what
be
I'm saying? To make his
But Frank,
quarterback
here's the
feel
thing, Frank.
comfortable.
He's got to look comfortable. Also, though, Kyle can't do the same things he's already exposed Trey from. Now the thing is, if I'm the DC, I'd know exactly how to go after Trey, right? I'm gonna disguise coverages. I'm going to run at him. I'm gonna tell you guys, I want you to pin your ears back. I want you to go with him. I'm gonna put an extra guy in a box. As soon as that ball is snapped, you come in like you've lost your mind. I got a feeling we can shake him like that. This is it. So Kyle's got to come up with another plan. What he did last week against the Hawks. None of that on the field. Keep him under center, like you just mentioned. Do some things with the pistol or something like that. I'm hoping Kyle's on the same page as we are right now. You know, so
I think so. Because in his press conference, what color hat he had on, Ronbo?
Yeah, that white hat on, didn't he?
Well, I tell you, you got to go back to the white hat, Ronbo.
Yeah.
Go back to the white hat. His wife must told him, put the white hat on. You know?
What's wrong with you?
When it started off, I wouldn't even run. I start off with a quick string pass. I start off throwing the ball. I mix it up because they're going to expect to run. They're going to automatically expect that he's going to run.
Uh-huh.
So I switch it up. I think Kyle will come up with a good game plan, man. He know this is our turn of season right here. We win this game, and then we go on the bye, Ronbo. After the bye, we could go on a run, Ronbo.
Oh yeah,
we could go on a run. I can see it. We win this game. I go on the bye, rest up. Then the rest of the way we can go on a little run, and I can feel it. I feel it. I'm gonna believe it, and I'm gonna have faith that we can do it, man.
And you know we got Jordan.
That's all I gotta say, Ronbo.
Well, I love it, Frank. We got Jordan Willis, I think, coming back. Am I right? Jordan Willis. What's that edge rusher? We got him coming back. I just realized, and that was the best dude in training camp. Because Arden Key, I'm done with Arden Key. Hey, Bookham, come on, man. What you doing?
Yeah.
Sometimes I forgot you're on a team. Come on, man. You guys got to make some statements out there. So, you know, we going to look good after the bye. I just know it.
Yeah, we're going to be good. Don't be nervous, Ronbo, man. We're going to be all right. Don't be nervous.
I'm breathing.
We're going to be all right, Ron. We're going to turn up Sunday, man, after the game, man. We're going to turn up.
Cardinal butt. That's right.
We're going to turn up.
All right. All right, Frank. I look for you Friday.
Have a good one, Ronbo, man.
Too,
love you,
Frank.
man.
I love you back, man.
Shout out to the faithful. Shout out to everybody. Love y'all. Everybody stay safe. All right, I'm out.
Night, Frank. Noah. He's probably.
Hello.
Noah. Hello, Noah.
Hello?
Come on in, man. I thought you were out there working
man.
I thought you were out there working on an arc again.
Hey, my bad.
No, you know.
Hey, man, look.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Go ahead, bro. My bad.
I was going to ask you. No, you know, we're sitting there trying to figure out, because Kyle's joking, Jimmy ain't playing this weekend. And it's gonna be our golden boy, our first round draft pick. This is Mrs. Lance's baby boy, Trey. And we're trying to figure out what's the best way to have Trey attack these guys. What do you think's gonna happen, Noah?
First, I gotta start off saying this. It's been a minute since I came on the live.
I realize that, Noah.
I came on back in the day. Huh?
Go ahead. I just realized, who is Noah? This name, I've not talked to this person in a long time. Noah, it's been a couple of years, I think.
Yeah, it has, man. Since Colin Kaepernick, when they were trying to bench my guy for Blaine Gabbert, I was like, hey, my bad.
It goes back that far, doesn't it?
It has. I know I've been missing out. I ain't been calling in, bro, but I still been watching. I've been growing up watching you like my football pop.
That's right. You were just a kid.
Yes, sir. The one with the curly hair and all.
Yes, I remember we did a one-on-one together that time. It's Noah.
Yes,
Dang.
sir. Yeah.
How old are you now? You in college now or what?
I'm 20, about to be 21, and I'm in college right now.
God, amazing.
I'm in Texas.
Of all places.
Still in Texas.
How do you like
it? I enjoy it. I still miss Cali though. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to talk about Trey, Jimmy. I just want to tell everybody who hated on Jimmy, bro. man, y'all gotta forget. Y'all done forgot them days when we ain't had Jimmy, when we were struggling to even get a win. Like, we was getting blown out by Pittsburgh. We was getting blown out by everybody. Defense sucked. You know what I'm saying? So y'all just gotta be grateful that we even in the conversation. Sport people still talking somewhat, decent about us. So.
And Trey,
But
you're right. That started in 2017. At the end of that season, we were butt cheeks, and all of a sudden, this kid comes in from New England, rides in, and all of a sudden, everybody's talking about the 49ers. Noah, this is the gratefulness I have not gotten over with, and this is why, to this day, I still support JG. Glad to hear somebody else is on that page.
That's why I do too, man. Yes,
well, we got a new quarterback.
I was looking at the.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. I was just saying, I was looking at the turning point on the YouTube, man. I was watching Jiggy, man. I was like, man, this dude, the next Tom Brady, look at him calling out the play, look at him taking confidence, like the confidence that he showed and stuff. He done I feel like us fans or like even the media, we done kind of like took that man confidence like how we did with Colin Kaepernick. Because I believe Colin Kaepernick can still probably play till this day, but we just snatched
That's
that man
a subject
confidence
for another
away,
day.
man.
We've seen some quarterbacks come into play. They couldn't hold Kaepernick's jock, and they're getting jobs. And Cap gets ignored.
That's all I'm saying. Like,
that's cold. Anyway.
Yeah. But with that boy Kyler Murray, I just feel like it's really going to be up to our defensive ends. We're going to have our DTs need to just push the pocket. You feel me? Our DEs need to kind of stay. You know how Nick Bosa got that sack on Russ, how he kind of stayed in with the defensive tackles, but he still kind of rushed the side of them, and he sacked them. That's how we're going to have to do
sneak up on him.
Kyler
Exactly.
Murray.
Yes.
Yes, sir. And Trey Lance, he's going to have to get the ball out quick. He's going to have to learn how to, do his check downs, because I love Trey with the deep balls and stuff, but we need our check downs.
And not only that,
so we could get that little easy 5 yards or easy 4 yards. That could be our run game right there.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. You got to get rid of that ball. Make a decision. Do it. Don't hesitate. Don't wait. That window's going to close immediately. Do it. These are the things he's got to get, but he's got to use that NFL speed too. So that's a thing.
Yes, sir. But yeah, man, I was just calling in, bro. I got faith in our team. This is a trap game for the Arizona Cardinals. Everybody's sleeping on the 49ers. We hurt, blah, 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 blah. That's how we was feeling with the Green Bay Packers. Oh, we going to smack them. That was our sleeper game right there. You know what I'm saying? Last week, that was just unfortunate scenario. Like Robbie go, come on, bro. Like, you supposed to be there for us, man. Come on. You feel me?
You reminded me that and made me mad again. God, Robbie, come on, man. You go 2-3 minutes before the game, and you go tell my leg, your leg. Put some tape on that leg and go. Let's go. Dang. Oh.
But I feel like it's gonna be a close game. I feel like Trey gonna ball. They gonna rush us, like you said. They gonna pin their ears back. They gonna try to rattle my boy, but he seems like he like a confident kid. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got some swagger to him. Oh, this is one last thing I want to mention, bro. Ever since Kwan Alexander left, bro, the last year we brought the swagger. We still had not the Hot Boys, but we had a swagger name. This year we don't got no swagger name. Like, the defense ain't playing with the swag. Like, Fred brought it last week when he was making them hits and he was flexing. But I miss the swag that Kwan brought.
No, Trey needs. He needs his Batman. You got to have Frank. You got Fred and Dre. What? Because Dre Kinlaw. Yeah. The boy is good. He's underrated. When Kinlaw gets back, I don't know how soon it's going to be. You'll see that tandem get back together. No, I tell you, man, can you get back in as soon as possible? Because, you let me know you're back.
Yes,
I'm loving it. I'll be back Friday if you got time. Otherwise, I know you're studying.
Yes,
but
sir,
don't be no 2
man.
years. All right.
Nah, never that, man. I'm kind of jittery since it's been a while since I talked to you, but you be easy, man. Stay safe, stay healthy, man. I'm going to still be watching you when I'm probably 30, 40, bro. But I'll be out here, bro. Be easy, man.
Loving you, fam. I'll talk to you later. There he is. Well, dude, no, man. Noah. I said, who is Noah? It was Noah. It's Noah. It's the Black Goldberg.
Ronbo.
Goldberg, come on in, man. Because we're all.
Let me get a Niner shout out. Let me get a Niner shout out real quick.
You want a Niner shout out? You ready?
Yeah, let me get it. Let me get it.
China! Goldberg. Goldberg, man.
Man, Ronbo, I've been listening. I've been on hold. I've been waiting and listening to everybody talk and things like that, and the different little game plans that we should run and things like that. Like I honestly think if Trey starts, we should just bring World War II to the game. Just bombs away. Just do a deep shot. Go on, put them on their heels and give them something to think about.
Yes.
Early in the game, give them something to think about, and then work our way back to the intermediate routes and then the short routes. Make sure like that they really need to make sure Trey knows where his check downs at. Because if it ain't there, throw it to your check down. Either way, throw them bombs. I think that'll be the easiest way to get him comfortable because he got a gun. All them short routes and things like that, he either miss them or it's too hard or anything like it. It's always something. So, but if you just let him rip that ball, it's like that arm will calm down and he'll be able to make those easier. Them short passes a lot easier.
Who you got running downfield? My only thing is, this is why I'm mad at Kyle. I've been mad at Kyle for the last 3 years. Kyle, get me some receivers with speed. He won't do it. So I'm saying, you got Ayuk. Can he get that done? Sherfield seems to have a way to get downfield too.
Yeah, play him. Hey, come up with the plays to get that one guy open, or that one or two guy open, and like if that one player not there, you know the other guy open. So, but either way, because you got Buda Baker, like Arizona hot. Everybody know it. Arizona hot. So they gonna think automatically. Okay, we're gonna run the ball. We gonna try our best to get that run game going.
Well, true.
But hell, we got Trey, and what they don't know about Trey is he can really throw the damn ball. So let him throw the damn ball and give him something to think about, and he can run.
But
if the deep ball ain't there, he can Trey can just get up out of there.
You know, Kyle, everything he does comes off that run, though, and that's the Shanahan family plan, right? So we got to get. That's why you got to have Elijah Mitchell this week. You got to have Elijah Mitchell. I could actually do without Trey Sermon, but I got to have Elijah Mitchell for that quickness to run that stretch, so we can get them 9 and 10 yard gains on every run, right? So it's going to predicate on that too, because if we're just going to throw the bombs downfield, they'll figure that out and they'll sit back there and wait. So that's what I'm saying. If you haven't got that speed merchant, this is why I keep saying, Kyle, you wouldn't take my boy in last year. The Raiders picked him up, and I was mad. I'm still mad. And it was speedsters in this last. I believe the Cardinals got one, the Hawks got one, the Rams got one, Tutu, and all these other guys. Everybody went everywhere but to us. We still got the same guys. So
I don't think we necessarily just need that speed element in the backfield because
I'm talking about wide receiver.
Trey Sermon, wide receiver. Well, that what I talked about, like for us, like just scheming them open, just scheme the guys open. You got Kittle, you got Debo and things like that. He done made enough big plays down the field to where we can keep him honest.
Yeah.
So Trey just gotta read the keys to the defense. If you see him creeping back, or if you see him coming up close and things like that, it's like okay, they could be doing this, and if they do it, okay, you know to go to this person or choose that route. Yeah, straight up.
These are things that take time, but Goldberg. That's why everybody's a little concerned.
I get that, Ronbo. I get it. I get all that by getting the run game going. Like we can if we don't got like Mitchell been out. Okay, that's fine. But our run game still been decent. Like I can't remember the last caller that brought up about Sermon. He had like 90 yards in his last game. It's like we got good enough players, good enough backs to keep them honest. And then we got that guy Patrick, that big guy, like we could just pound the ball, play some power
Patrick.
ball. Yeah, Jacquet Patrick. Yeah, we can just play power ball, pound that ball in their face, down their throat, and then bomb that ball down the field. And they're gonna keep them honest. They not gonna know which way we coming. And then the fact that we got what's that Arizona head coach name? Whatever, Kingsbury.
Kingsbury.
If we can throw him off his game plan, we'll be good. We got the better coach.
Yeah.
And we got the better talent.
You know, the thing is, though, D'Amico's got to outcoach Cliff Kingsbury. Robert Sally's a toy with Kingsbury, whereas D'Amico, I'm not sure yet if he's going to be the X's and O's guy as far as challenging other coaches. So, you know, that's something he's going to learn. D'Amico's a sharp guy, though, and he learned a lot probably from Saleh. So, you know, I got faith in him. He's coming along. He learned some things already first 4 weeks.
He need to learn our defense. Like I think in this game particular, like the skies and say we showing man and we just pop into a cover 3 and things like that. I think that cover 3 will help us.
Yeah.
For us shutting down them big plays. And things like that with Hopkins
Goldberg.
and A.J. Green and all them.
Oh, God,
yeah,
don't mention these
time,
names.
right?
We out of time, fam. Yeah, you know. Goldberg! Goldberg, you're a driver too, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm driving right now.
Yeah.
I'm driving right now.
Okay, Goldberg, we're going to go. Because I was going to say, I'm going to call y'all the 49er Trucking Bunch. I'm going to see you Friday.
Yes, sir.
All right?
All right.
Have a good night.
Yeah, you too.
All right. Hey, Tony from Atlanta. Tony, Atlanta Falcons, Tony. He's not from Atlanta, actually. Tony!
Ronbo, how are you this evening?
Tony, man, you know, we're doing all right, man, because, you know, I'm scared, you know, because I don't really feel like I need to play the best team in the league right now. But, you know, these are the kind of games, like somebody just mentioned. It was really funny. It's going to be a trap game, as Noah mentioned. It's a trap game for the Cardinals. we're a trap team now. Oh, I don't like the status, Tony. We're supposed to be the team. We were the Predators in 2019. We preyed on every team on the schedule. It was them that had to be concerned. Now I'm scared. And I figure I got a reason to be scared. The Cardinals are scary. I mean, they really are. But, boy, I tell you.
Well, look at it this way, too, though, Ronbo. Now they are the hunted.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
They are you guys just played footloose and fancy free.
Relax. Just play the game. That's it. Have fun with it.
Yep.
Like George Kittle says.
It's the line after Murray, keep those outside linebackers and ends outside. Pocket him. Got him.
I mean, watching the Rams last week, Murray, he run right up to him. I mean, it's like he did it on purpose. Ran right to him to put a move on him and left him standing there looking like a fool. I said, you know, that takes nerve or very much confidence. He put that dude was minding his own business because either that he's moving in slow motion, kind of ran over to him, threw his hip one way, his shoulder the other, and left. I said, oh, that was nasty. Oh. So Murray scares me.
How's your secondary looking, Ronbo? How's your secondary looking? Because I'm going to be honest with you. DeAndre is due for a big game. He hasn't had a big game all year.
I understand he wasn't feeling. Has there been something wrong with him recently? I understand he hasn't been feeling well. Is that him? Or is that Julio? One of them.
Now, Julio Jones and A.J. Brown missed last week's game with the Jets. Neither one of them played. At one or two.
So it's D-Hop you're right. He's overdue because A.J. Green stole the show last week.
Yeah, and I mean, you guys got to pick your poison because they got that rookie out of Purdue that's fast.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Rondell Moore.
Oh, I didn't even know about him. I'm talking about Shark. What is that guy they got, Shark? He does a good job, too. Oh, man.
Yeah, you're talking about Christian Kirk.
Kirk, I'm sorry. And then they got that other speedster, too. Man, they play him every now and then.
Yeah. You talking about Andy Isabella?
Isabella. I wanted him in that year's draft, Tony. I said, man, can we just pick up Isabella at least? I've been crying for a speed demon for the last 3 seasons. Can't get one.
Actually, they haven't been playing Isabella much. They've been playing Rondale Moore, that rookie from Purdue, man. He didn't get off, too.
What does that tell you? What does that tell you? Rondale Moore must be just something else. Oh.
They got depth.
Man.
Yeah, he was a second-round pick. Second-round pick out of Purdue.
We picked them out.
How are you gonna defense them with their defense? Now that they moved Isaiah Simmons to the outside.
I'm telling them I don't even know. Because I read about Simmons the other day. I said now Simmons is gonna play that rover kind of role. He's gonna be anywhere and everywhere. He might drop back in the linebacker. He may move to the edge. He's got that blinding speed. I'm telling you right now, I didn't like what they were doing over there. Everybody's talking about everybody in the NFC West. But they said the Cardinals, as long as they got Cliff Kingsbury, don't worry about them. I said, look, guys, are you watching what they're stacking over there? It's not going to matter. Oh, I don't know about that. Sure enough, best team in NFL right now.
Is your O-line healthy?
Not as long as Brunskill's at right guard. I don't know what we are. Alex Mack his age is showing.
You got to block JJ, and then you got Chandler Jones on that other end, and then you got Isaiah Simmons coming off that corner. You got to block these guys. You might have to have your tight ends help out a little bit on the blocking.
Oh my God! Oh man!
How's Kittle? I heard Kittle didn't practice. What's the deal with him?
Well, he's the calf injury. He got folded up like a chair, as you know, against the Hawks, but that's not hurting him.
Yeah.
His calf is still probably trying to bring that along. But George Kittle's amazing. That calf, everything that hurts him doesn't hurt him when game time. As soon as game time goes on, George, he could have just got shot out in the lobby. George is still wrap it up like they do in them movies, or do a Rambo and cut the bullet out, tie it up, and keep going. George Kittle's not a normal human being. He'd still play. Coaches have to stop
Hopefully you guys
George.
can run the rock, man, and slow them down a little bit by running the football.
I know.
I think that'll help you use some play action.
Yeah, that's.
Is Jimmy going to play, or is it going to be the young man, Trey?
Kyle's joking like Jimmy is going to play, but I think it's going to be Trey, because Jimmy needs to be 100%. Going out there with a bad leg is the last thing you want to play against the Cardinals with, right? So I'm sure Jimmy's not playing. I would bet money that Trey starts this week.
But then he needs to turn Trey. What I mean by turn him loose, Ronbo, let him run. Don't let him. If he sits in the park and does his reads and hits his reads, fine. But if he gets a chance to run, let him run, man, because they got some dogs going to be coming out there.
I know. You just mentioned 3 right there, and that's probably not. I don't even know what don't they have another guy in the interior that's just really ridiculous as well? Forget his name.
Jordan Phillips.
Yeah, and and Simmons is going to be in it. So they got 4 legitimate monsters coming at you at the same time, and they know that Trey is new to the NFL. This is what worries me the most. So we're gonna see.
Yeah.
Kyle's got to get him ready mentally, more than anything else. Listen, here's what they're going to do to you. I'm telling you right now. Here's what to expect.
Make Kirkpatrick ready.
Yeah.
I know y'all going to pay Dre Kirkpatrick. He's got to be ready now.
Yeah.
Because y'all need him.
After 1 week of PIs, and it wasn't really that serious of PI, but I like his style actually. So he should be okay.
Yeah. Y'all
Tony,
like him in Cincinnati.
Appreciate that. Tony's got encouragement for us tonight. Tony, you really are special. I'm going to be back Friday looking for you too, okay?
I'm just a man, sir. I want you guys to win, but run that rock. Trey Sermon and your RBs got to get together, run that rock. That'll slow them down a little bit. Then you can get them with some play action a little bit. And Raider Collis is in the chat talking major poo-poo Ronbo, but I'm going to take care of him.
It's good because he lost the game. I don't know what is he talking about. All right, see you Friday. Tony.
I'll see you Friday, fam.
Looking forward. There it goes. Dude. And hey, Brian.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Brian, suffering, misery, anxiety, fear. I've got a drip set up in my room. When I go to bed, I'm gonna just have that, right in the arm all night. It's just not working here. Not working at all.
Hey, you're not alone.
Yeah.
I can tell you that much. You're not alone.
But what are we going to do? I mean, what are you expecting? I mean, can we anticipate a real Niner comeback? Are the Niners tired 2 in a row? We had no business losing both games. Are we going to take our frustration out on the Cardinals this Sunday?
I hope so. And I think we will. I really do.
Brian says it. He sounds like me.
I'm going to say it for the 100th time. It's a trap game for the Cardinals.
Yes.
Newsflash.
I love it. They have no idea.
No, I think Kyle's got to really dial in that short game.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to come down to our offensive line. We got to be able to protect, especially on, I'm a little scared that Kyle's going to get too cute. And I mean, God forbid, Trey's going to run around and get his head chopped off by one of their defensive linemen. I mean, I hate to say it, but that absolutely cannot happen. So I think we got to protect, number one. Yeah. And Kyle can get too cute. We got to dial in that short passing game, get that ball out of Trey's hands.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. Obviously, run pass option, but yeah, I'm a little scared. Kyle's kind of, I think his play calling's been off, and I don't know. I don't know what to expect from Kyle, to be honest.
But Brian, you know what? You just hit upon something that made me think. Kyle is not going to be cute with Trey. He hasn't been in the league long enough. Kyle's going to know, keep it kind of basic. Don't go all the way vanilla. You got to have some things going on there. But don't be asking him to do too much. Not now. Just things that you know that he can do really well. Because, every time we came down within the 1 yard line, I give the ball to Trey, he runs into the end zone, You got a short pass, just run down the sideline and dump it off to one of the receivers. See, that's basic, fundamental, he can do that, right? But you can't run all the way down the field doing that now. That's where I come to a dilemma. Okay. What do you set up? Do your RPOs like you just meant? Of course, but of course, what's that guy's name over in the Cardinals defensive coordinator? Okay, we already know they're going to RPO because he's Trey's capabilities are probably limited to that for now, and we know he's going to run. So Isaiah, this is going to be your week. I'm talking about Simmons. This is going to be your week. All right, you're going to be the spy. Anything you keep an eye on. I don't care what else is going on. He moves, you move. What is that? Who said it? Well, I move, you move. But that's ludicrous. But anyway, that's what I'm expecting. So we're going to see. But Kyle's have to figure out something different.
And I think I don't know how you feel about this, but I think our passing game is getting a little
predictable.
Debo-centric.
Yeah.
I want to see more Dwelly.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go 12 personnel. Right?
Okay.
And that's like you said, we got to be unpredictable. I think we got to use our weapons more. I think we're getting I feel like every time we pass it's just look for Debo. Look for Debo, and that's it.
Well, you could force feed Debo.
And people have been saying Ayuk's been getting open, and I agree with that. Yeah, I want to see Ayuk get more involved. I want to see Dwelly. I think Kittle's. I think he's banged up, so I don't know how effective he's going to be. Hopefully, he can get back to his normal self. But let's use those tight ends more.
Yeah, and every time we play the Cardinals, Buda Baker, I don't even know why I said it. George gets injured almost every time we play that team. People say, "Well, Jimmy throws the ball too high." I don't know that throw was too high, but Buda's he should be flagged. I hate it. But Buda says, "Dude, I'm 5 what? And this monster's 6'4". We want to be hitting him around the shoulder pads. You know what, Buda? That's your problem. Don't be hitting him around the knees. God.
Yeah.
And there's a rule against that anyway now. So we're going to see.
Yeah, and I forgot who said, I think this morning, was it Chris Sims?
I don't know. I mean, that guy's kind of a clown, but I mean, because he studies like the whole, like, because I don't know shit. I'm not an analyst or anything like that, right? I don't pretend to be. So I heard him say something a little interesting. He was talking about Trey's mechanics, and he was saying how his arm, like his arm motion is like very long.
Yeah.
So he says even back in college, he needed a lot of room in the pocket to be effective passing. So that was something that I didn't really notice when watching Trey up to this point. But I mean,
watch his
the film, and also I guess
does have a big motion. You know, most quarterbacks, the ones that have the quickest release, that ball, the elbow is slightly, but the ball is slightly back, and it's a quick flick. Trey does. He's a Kaepernick type style thrower. I don't know if you could do anything about that. That's what worries me. But Brian, we ran out of time. Just want to get into the good stuff. He'll get it. All right, Brian.
Ronbo, I'll try to call back Friday.
All right, be looking for you. All right, have a great night.
Yeah, you take care, Ronbo.
You too, fam.
Later, fam.
All right. Hey, Steven.
What's up, Ronbo?
Steven, we're sitting there looking
How
at
you
the
doing?
situation. Well, not good. It needs to be Tuesday so I can have gotten over this, and we need to know that we won the game so I can, order extra pizzas. I always treat myself to extra pizzas when we win. Lots of beer.
Well, hey, a little bit of silver lining. The way I see it is, Ronbo, that we kind of got it made. I mean, we get Josh Norman back.
Yeah.
I think.
Hopefully.
We get Drake Patrick starting.
He looks good.
So that's another win.
Yeah.
And then
Mosey's looking good. Mosey's looking good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then on top of that, we might actually get Elijah Mitchell back. And Trey Sermon starting. We also have Debo. We're possibly going to have Trent Williams back under center, which is nice.
Yeah. I think I should order that pizza
and then
right
on
now
top of
in
that,
advance.
It's going to be a good game. I told everybody, I said, hey, you know what? There's an unwritten chemistry that Trey Lance and Trent Sherfield have that nobody knows about.
I know.
Trent Sherfield, I've said it before and I'll say it again. He is the better Emmanuel Sanders. He is what we need. He's faster.
Steven,
He's got better hands.
He's from Arizona. Actually, they know who he is.
That's perfect. Let them know. We also have Drake Kirkpatrick from Arizona, too. We also played with him.
Oh, that's true, huh? Kirkpatrick, I thought, is that
Yeah.
where he came from?
Mm-hmm. He started with Cincinnati and then came to Arizona and he came to us.
All right.
That's how it always happens. Arizona, we get Arizona's people and they end up blowing up Arizona with us.
I know.
I don't know how, but it just happens that way. But, hey, hear me out on this. I think we're going to win.
Right.
I think we're going to win by the simple fact that they're not going to be ready for Trey Lance. Now, granted, Trey Lance is going to be startled and shaky in the very beginning, but watch when he finds his groove. I saw it against Seattle. He made a couple of, messed up plays. He looked a little shaky, but, I mean, who wouldn't? It's his first NFL start
year. Yeah.
against the Seattle Seahawks, against our division rival. And on top of that, I mean, he's going in with a battered offensive line. Trent Williams was out. And who else was out? George Kittle? Come on.
No, George Kittle. He was there for that. The thing is, the Hawks secondary just sucks. So, you know what? I hope he's playing against our secondary while he's working out all week. So, he'll be better challenged and tested and made, ready. Oh, God.
And you know what? You know what, man? And I got to say, man, Trey Lance, even though he makes some ugly-ass passes, he's doing what I think no other rookie QB can do, which is force the ball forward, and it works. The man knows what he's doing, and it's weird to say that a rookie QB coming out of college is actually doing decent. You know who is doing decent you know who did really good out of college? Justin Herbert, with no talent on his team.
Yeah.
Now look at him. He's blowing up Kansas City. He just annihilated the Raiders. Larry Hoover, go take a seat.
Actually, you look at Trevor Lawrence, even Mac, they all look pretty good. Zach Wilson just won. He really had a great game, and they were really screwing up the whole game. I mean, I don't know what's going on between Zach and the center. But, yeah, Trey is probably he just needs time, snaps, and pain. And this is something that Kyle was trying to avoid.
A decent spiral. That's all he needs.
Yeah.
A decent spiral, and that boy is going to destroy the league. I mean, he'll be a taller Kyler Murray, if you think about it.
And the thing is, he can get that ball to go. Look, he throws. It looks like a shot putter. That ball's not moving. I didn't even think that was physically. I didn't think that was possible for the ball not to spin.
I didn't think that was possible either.
He could do. How much power does it take to do that? It takes. You got to really have a strong arm. That ball's flying, and sometimes it doesn't spin.
He can throw that ball far, and it's weird that he can throw that hard. Now imagine if he had the proper hand placement and throwing a perfect spiral. You know how much further that would go? You know how much damage that would do to your chest, even with the pads on? Man.
I just want
to. This dude's he's
when
lethal.
He lets
His
go,
arm is lethal.
That's the thing. Because when he lets go, I guess his fingertips don't slide off the ball like they do. I really wish I could watch when he does that, how they do that. The ball is designed so as soon as you let it go, your finger spins off the threads as you let it go, and that's what causes the spin.
The spiral. But he manages to somehow throw it to where there's no spin or it just starts flipping out of nowhere. I don't get how he does. This dude's a freak of nature. He's a freak. I don't get it.
That's why when Kyle does get him all fixed up, he's got to go back under the hood and fix some things. But when he gets Trey Lance fully ready, man, you're right. We got something special.
We have something special. And then on top of that, our secondary isn't looking half bad.
No, I like it.
So it's like we get some of our people back, which is nice. Now, I hope and pray to God that we don't get injured. We don't no injuries against Arizona. I for the first time, I might actually go to church and go pray for this.
Yes, please. I forgot about that.
I mean, hey.
I always do. Injuries.
Hey, it's going to be all right, though. Overall, it's going to be all right. Niner Mike is back, so that just kind of tells me right then and there that we might actually have a shot at winning. Yeah.
That's what I love about
Niner Mike.
That's what I love about getting together. I feel better already than I did. I should probably come back every day this week, but I can't go. I'll see you Friday and bring your score, and we're going to win this game. No matter what.
Oh, yeah.
And he's back. That dude from Seattle, Joseph Smiley. God.
Oh, yeah. Let him be back. Let him be back.
Let him be back. You know,
He's not going to do much. Why?
He knows they got lucky beating us this past night, as they always do. All right, fam. I'm going to see you Friday. Stephen, you just have a great night, huh?
You too, man.
Thanks.
And go Niners all day, every day.
Indeed. All 24 hours. Night, Stephen. Ah, God. These are the hours before the game that are the most treacherous. You know, Monday you feel okay. Well, you feel whatever, you know, because if you lost, you feel yuck. Or if the games that we won, yeah. How'd you know? Yeah. You know what to put on. Hey, added mushrooms this time. Okay, go ahead. You ask me this every time. Go ahead and put the anchovies on there. I don't care. Just make sure the cheese is enough that I don't smell those anchovies. All right? Yeah, no, we won. Yeah, of course you know. All right. You know how much I enjoy doing that? Fam, thanks for the contribution tonight, fam. I love it. And the likes. I can't wait to see you Friday. We're going to make this prediction. I'm going to tell you right now, I was a little worried after talking to you tonight. I am definitely going to give my score positive toward the 49ers. I'm no longer scared. They need to be scared. We're that wounded animal you better not touch, because if you do, he's coming after you. Looking crazy. Shout out to the squad.